We are coming to you live from the Ministry of Health in Congleton. There is this emergency, and we are calling on the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. There is a main pipe here right before the Ministry of Health offices, and the prep, as per report we have gathered, has burst, and there is no way that technicians here from the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation can handle the situation. I'm told that if you look down there in the manhole far ahead of us there, this is where they are to close the valve line right around here. Yes. So this valve should be the one that they should close to help kind of save the water that is over there. So come along, okay? And so fortunately for us, we have the managing director of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, Honorable Mo Ali. So if technicians from the LWSC are actually following this broadcast, we encourage you to make your way quick. Make your way quick to the Ministry of Health facility here in Congleton so that you can help to save residents of Congleton who might likely go out of water due to dust that is being experienced here. So wherever you're watching, however you're watching, this is, and that's where already we have the managing director of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, Honorable Mo Ali, who just arrived here. I don't know whether it was actually by call placed to him or he was actually on his way going to another location. But let's come to the inside and see. And you see here, the water is even coming as far as the Ministry of Health fence. And this vehicle is trying to get away from the water. Okay. So I'm told that this driver is actually making use of the unfortunate situation to wash this vehicle. So he took his vehicle from far away in the compound of the Ministry of Health and brought it close to where this prep burst is taking place. So technicians from the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, please make your way right in front of the Ministry of Health. But here you see the managing director of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, Honorable Mo Ali. Honorable Mo Ali, want to talk to you very briefly, sir. Okay, so he's communicating with his folks, and after which we will have a word or two from the managing director of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. I'm told that there are folks I'm told that there were folks who were actually doing some wiring of the okay, so I'm told that the folks were actually unearthing the Wi-Fi cable, because along this route they're going to experience construction work here for the overpass bridges. So the folks were actually trying to get rid of the Wi-Fi cable beneath the ground, and in the process, I guess this was how the pipe got ruptured, and now residents of Congoton and other parts of Painesville, this is a major pipeline that is losing out a huge quantity of water, but good for us and the public is that just after this situation occurred, the so as per the way the guys will do the VAR, they will actually disconnect the tunnel to the VAR so that anyone cannot just have an access to the LWSC VAR, wherein someone will just walk to it and turn it off or turn it on. So they will move the tunnel to the VAR, and once there are issues, then they will come and use the necessary tools to solve the problem. It's nearly 15 minutes since this pipe burst right in front of the Ministry of Health office in Congoton. So I'm being told that this is a main source of water for Wetling to supply this entire area. And you already have the MD himself, and you can see that he's very angry with the situation here. So, information we have gathered so far is that the folks were actually trying to remove the fiber optic cable from this location because the overpass bridge is going to come in this direction. So part of the work that is being carried out is to remove the fiber optic cable to places where the Chinese construction company deemed necessary for the overpass, which is construction. So this place is just one of the many places. And so while the folks were in the process of removing the fiber optic cable, they came across the pipeline, and that was actually burst into by the folks here, and this is causing a total loss to the system. This will obviously be a great loss to the system. Looking at the amount of or the quantity of water that is going in the drainage free of charge, and the water is spoiling here. So we're waiting to see the technicians from the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. And you see folks, some folks who want to make fun of the situation here and not knowing the source of this water. So Liberians are very interesting kind of people. You might just go home and don't have water in your home because of this situation that is unfolding here. We've been told that this is a major supply line from the White Plain straight to Congotown and other parts of Pinfield. This is a major supply line. So how soon will the technicians from the LWSC arrive here? Is the unanswered question. The managing director cannot do this on his own. So this is why we are awaiting the arrival of technicians from the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. Just in front of the Ministry of Health is where we are. A major pipe burst. The entire street from the Ministry of Health going as far as the SKD Boulevard Junction is getting flooded. So if you are wondering or experiencing, if you are experiencing an unstoppable water flow from the Congotown area around the Ministry of Health going as far as the 72nd Boulevard Junction, then let me have you informed that there is a major pipe burst right before the main entrance of the Ministry of Health, where some folks were actually removing an internet cable in front of the Ministry of Health, and that situation is now causing a total loss on the part of the LWSC. This is a major pipe. This is a major pipeline. This is a major pipeline from the system of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. So take a look at the vial. This is a serious situation, and we hope to speak. The managing director of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. So this situation, folks, is not an easy one, as we have been told that this situation will eventually cause the LWERC to shut the entire water treatment plant from Makofi. So this is not an easy job that you will think. This is a very serious situation here. You might just experience water shortages across Monrovia and Ace environment because of the pipe burst. And these are some of the folks who were actually working here trying to remove the internet cable from beneath the ground, and they press into the LWSC water supply line. This is a major point. So already I see the network group from the LWSC have arrived, and let's see whether they can handle this situation. But from what I eavesdropped from the managing director, we are being told that this pipe
They get any other that why you shut the plant down the water inside?
Yeah, it will take time.
You don't like to which line is this? Not 8 inch.
So this is a troubling situation, folks. A major pipe supplying water from the White Plain to Central Monrovia via the Congotown route, just in front of the
So the flow is very, very high. That is telling you direct. That is direct. Yeah.
So engineers from the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation are sorting up the various lines connecting to the pipe.
You need a smaller one than that.
Nearly 20 minutes since we arrived here. A major pipe supply in the Congoton area from the White Plain.
Oh, you can use the pipe ring. Yeah, the smaller pipe ring. Yeah. How about it? Yeah, according to all the way to what? Let me call out tomorrow. I'm not coming home. I think 18 public. 18 public.
So I'm told that the folks are waiting another crew coming from Johnsonville. There is a specific tool that is to be used to tighten the vial here, and that is not available at the moment.
Okay. Yes. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. No power.
Yes, another one, another vehicle from the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation is already here. Let's see whether this vehicle can actually deliver the necessary tool that is to be used to tighten the vial to this huge damage being experienced here by the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, the LWSC. Fortunately for them, the managing director, Mo Ali, was somewhere around this vicinity, and he just bumped into so this vehicle again coming without the needed tool. So we will have to wait again for yet another vehicle. And I see this is a major concern. I see the commissioner of the Liberia Telecommunication Chairperson, Honorable Clarence Monuba. So the folks are trying to see how best they can find an amicable solution to this situation. But if you look far up there, the water is still shooting from the breast part of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation.
Excuse me. Let me get it back. You just y'all took our shoe. Wait, for the pin now. You guys connecting over there. You're just in. Well, the other issue I will just go here. Yellow, you managed to do here. Yellow, bad life on there. Yeah, the smoke, you got it.
So it seems like we are not finding a solution to this problem anytime soon. From all indications, it seems like we are far from finding this is drawing public concern. Already, we have the chairman of the Liberia Telecommunication Authority, the Honorable Clarence Masakwe. Major part has burst right before the Ministry of Health main entrance. Okay, I think yes. I think we now have a solution to this problem. Yes, the VADA was actually closed. Okay. I think
By the way, you're closer to that. But the whole sound, I get water. Yeah.
okay. So so folks, we want to speak. Let's see if we can speak with some of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. I want to say welcome to LMTV. What's your name?
Thank you. My name is Samuel Terry, and I'm the manager of networks at the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation.
You care to tell us how significant is this land to the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation?
Basically, all of our lines are important, but we have transmission means, and then we also have distribution means. So usually the transmission means are the ones that convey the water. They are bigger diameter pipes. They convey water, and then you have several distribution lines coming from it. So this one here, I'm suspecting is a 8-inch transmission main, because it's not a 36-inch transmission main, because that is made of pre-stressed concrete. And my understanding is that the guys was using the hand digger because they were doing some excavation to install internet cable or so. So that digger cannot penetrate the 36 inches because it's made of concrete. But there's another 8-inch line here that is tied into a 12-inch line that goes onto the boulevard. And then there's another one that comes from the boulevard and they meet. So it's that land that they damaged Yeah, unfortunately.
Now, this is going to cause a major loss to the system. Looking at for nearly almost 25 minutes since we arrived here. So I want to assume that they pressed the pipe burst before our arrival. So talking about almost 30 to 45 minutes. You want to sum up the loss from the system?
Yeah, so because I wasn't here when it happened, so I cannot quantify the loss right now.
Assuming 45 minutes.
45 minutes. I can only put it at thousands of gallons because I mean you saw the water gushing out of the pipe. I cannot see it. You saw it. So thousands of gallons. And that is some of the challenges that we have. Usually we have sister entities and other government agencies carrying out work, and then they damage the lines and they just leave it. And we are at times after 2 days before community dwellers inform us that your line is damaged, and then we come to do some repairs. So I think there should be better coordination between intergovernmental agencies, especially when it comes to doing
unearthing. Yes,
Ministry of Public Works, the Liberia Telecommunications Authority, because for the most part we always have issues with the MPW and the internet guys. At times it's the C Square, or at times it's the LTM, or at times some of these GSM companies usually have issues. Like you see today now, thousands of millions, if not millions of gallons of water just lost. Now who's going to pay for it? And the water that got wasted here is treated, and it costs thousands of dollars to procure the water treatment chemicals, and then you had it just gushing out for like 30, 45 minutes uncontrollably. So it causes a loss to the corporation.
Now, what do you say with the pipe burst? I want to know the direction or some of the communities that are going to get affected by this, because I know you're going to shut down some of the supply chain.
Yeah, as you can see, we already shut it down. That's why the water just stopped. So this line feeds the Boulevard, 72nd Boulevard, that entire stretch. So quite a few people, because the line that runs along the boulevard is tied in. There's a 16 inches line that runs from Red Light to the Freeport side. It also feeds that line. So this boulevard is going to be affected.
The entire boulevard.
Maybe for like a day or two, but for the most part, maybe up until. If we have the material now, I can show you, because I'm already seeing the pipe. So it's something that we can get fixed today and open the line in maybe 2 hours or an hour, 30 minutes. But if we don't have the materials, then we'll have to wait till tomorrow. So, but hopefully it's something that I'm convinced that we have the materials to fix. So we can get it done in maybe 2 or 3 hours, and then we can restore supply to the affected communities.
Once again, your name?
My name is Samura Okteri, and I'm the networks manager at the Labrador Water and Sewer Corporation.
Thank you very much. One person we want to talk to very briefly is the chair of the Liberia Telecommunication. Yes, you want to hold it for a bit, because I'm told that it is your institution, the LTA, that was actually engaged in this. We don't have time here, but Honorable, you want to talk to us very briefly. So we will talk to Honorable Clarence Masakwe in the jiffy, but this is the pipe that got ruptured by the folks who were actually so like you heard from the folks there. If you are situated along the 72nd Boulevard route, you are going to get affected by the pipe supplying water to your side of Congoton for either hours or a day, because some folks who were dislocate. So let's see, folks, if we can engage the view of the chair of the Liberia Telecommunication Authority, Honorable Clarence Masakwe. I want to say good evening, welcome to LMT.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
If you listen to the folks from the LWSC, they are saying that there should be a collaborative work from the LTA, the Ministry of Public Works, and that of the LWSC in terms of going about doing their job, because this was just without the acquiescence of the folks who were working here. Maybe they never knew that they had pipe beneath the ground. What do you say to this?
Well, there has always been a collaboration between the entities, the Water and Sewer, LTA, Ministry of Post, NEC, all of those of us who are managing public utilities. Unfortunately, this is an unfortunate situation. One of our partners, I understand, C Square, was trying to do some regular, routine servicing of their service lines, and unfortunately, they broke into the water and sewer line, and obviously, you see how the effect has been. But I received a call from the managing director of LWSC, and I immediately turned around and came here. So we're trying to resolve it as a team. And you are right, there should be strong coordination among the entities. In our way, we know where the utility, where the utilities materials are hosted. So we don't have this kind of waste. It's a waste. The quantity of water that has been wasted is a waste to the country. But the good thing is that we are now trying to solve it as a team. That's why I'm here. Water and Sewer Managing Director is here, and so we are resolving it. But yes, there should be coordination.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
Well, folks, there you have it. And now that the folks are actually making efforts to have the pipe reconnect, we want to bring this.
Hi, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Nightly Exchange on Liberia Watch News on YouTube and Facebook. I hope our Facebook is working, because Facebook had some issue today, and we try to let everyone know. I don't know if you're watching from Facebook. I don't know if it's on or not, but please let me know if you can in the comment section. I would appreciate it to know if it's on, because Facebook has similar message. So let me know that they're having some problem with Facebook. So, but for all of you who are watching from YouTube, you should be fine. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us on Liberia Watch News. And once again, I say you can find us on YouTube and Facebook. On Liberia Watch News. And this is the Night That Has Changed. Yep. Please share the show. Subscribe to our YouTube. Follow Facebook. Comment. Like. Share. Please do all of the above. We will appreciate it. It costs you nothing, y'all. It's not going in your bank account. For you to share it, for you to like it, It's costing you nothing. It's just gonna help us to our show to the channel to just reach to a lot of people. That's all. Please do so, and we appreciate you for that. Let's do that and come back here. Let's talk about the good, bad, and ugly about Liberia. As we all already know, I love to talk about the good. But nevertheless, there are still some bad things that we still have to talk about. And we are not gonna stop doing that. Yeah, so thank you. Thank you so much for making this sacrifice with us every day to be here and listen to our tapatas that we have to say about Liberia. Because most of the time we are not, like I always say, we're not journalists. We're on here talking over each other. We're on here saying what we have to say, what is on our minds about Liberia, and everybody on here have the side that they support. They have their own side. You have people who are partisan, and you have people who are just supporter of the government. Like me, I'm a supporter. I'm not. So I'm not doing journalism one-on-one here. No one is. We all have our sides that we support, and sometimes the argument get heated. Talking about the issue. Sometimes it makes it, give you that, take the boringness out of it and give you that fire burning something. And we like to talk about it. We have other people that want to come and, rewrite the narratives that everybody already know. And then when you know that the narrative has been twisted, you want to, call it out. And sometimes it gets heated, and that's where we are on this channel, on this platform. This is a safe space for everyone, whoever you are, wherever you come from, tribes, a party, whatever, right? Just join us if you want to come here and just talk about Liberia. You will learn, even if you don't know much about Liberia. Like me, I'm a testimony, right? Like 2023, during the election time, that's when we started on Spoon at night. Well, I have learned a lot over the years from these guys, right? It was a lot of things that I did not know about Liberia. And you'll hear my colleagues Bosco always try to teach me on that, but I don't see anything about it, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how long you stay in Liberia for, right? If you stay there till you become an old man or old lady, and I left when I was little, and I'm here, I still think about Liberia like you. Liberia is still part of me. So by me being out of there, and I still want to see good for Liberia. That's why I'm on here all the time talking. Because if I'm not talking and if I'm not sacrificing my time, you say, okay, maybe Amy don't care much about Liberia because she's been out of there for a very long time. But that's not true. I care a whole lot about Liberia. I know sometimes people try to minimize your love for Liberia because they feel like they grew up there. They know everybody. They know this person. They know that other person. But to me, it doesn't matter. What I want to see for Liberia, sometimes those people who grew up there, they are more political. They are not serious about what they want the country to be. I've been out of there for a very long time, for years now. I see what I've been living through. I see how I've been living. I see what I've been going through. I have kids now. I got married and had kids and everything. So I want to see this life that I'm used to, that I live here with my kids, comfortable. That's what I want to see for Liberia. Somebody who got old and comfortable with the party mindset and part of their political party and part of that. Trust me, they're not thinking the same way I'm thinking. They may come here and tell you, oh, Liberia is on my mind. I love Liberia. No. Most of the time, they love that political parties. They love that politicians. They support all the wrong they do. That's the difference with us and them. But they want to make it look like, oh, you don't know Liberia, you don't love Liberia, you shouldn't talk in it. And I don't see that. That's why I'm here every day. So do the same with me. If you don't know much, and I've learned so much over the past 2 years, I've learned so much, and it's fun, guys. Like, I've never know how much fun it is doing election time in Liberia. 2023 election, and songs was my thing. I love it. And I had so much blast, being on this platform, I learned so much, and I couldn't be more proud than myself. You know, trying to get involved with my country and trying to know more things. So that's why I try to encourage you all the time. If you can do it, just join us, just comment, share it, and do other stuff. And encourage people to, join us. And we want to see like bro do good together. But guess what though? People don't know. Me, I want to go back home. With me looking like this, not when I'm holding stick though. That's why my Liberia business is so so strong. You cut my skin, you'll see red, white, and blue popping out. Well, I know it's the U.S. color flag too, right? But I mean, like Lone Star. Well, I live in Texas, so I live in the Lone Star state. But you know what I mean, Liberia. That's what I'm talking about. So, yes, I want to go back to Liberia. I want my kids to go to Liberia and not want to come back. That's the whole goal, because when they have everything over there, they're doing good. They go there, they're having fun, they do everything, and they're free. Then they're all here. Trust me, they don't want to come back. That's the whole thing. We want security, we want healthcare, safe drinking water, we want, good roads and everything for our country. And that's why we come here every time to talk. We have fun doing it. It gets heated sometimes, and we don't mean any harm by it. Just bear with us and go by with the program. And with that, thank you for my speech that I already said. So please share the show, guys. Wilson, thank you. Thank you. We'll do good today. And let me bring my brother Morris on. I see him in the back right now. And we can start. Morris Gassama, what's up, brother? What's going on?
Madam Masha, Amy, the Masha territory lady. How are you?
That's my neighborhood. That's my my city that I'm repping. I know some people tend to call me that name, but that's not my name. That's my city.
The Masha territory.
Masha territory.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, thank God. How are you?
Yeah, it is Tuesday. They used to call Tuesday.
Is it getting cold in Philly now?
Nah, I'm cold within myself. I'm under the weather a little. Yeah, I'm under the weather a little bit. But the weather start changing though. It start getting a little bit chilly.
In the morning, right?
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
The morning and evening. Yeah.
Well, I'm under the weather, so yeah. But Tuesday is like, even though Wednesday is the latest night, but Tuesday is also another latest night.
Oh yeah.
They used to have one program, DC 101, the Nightline Connection. It used to be on Tuesday, where people go there to look for their chamode and their, yeah. Well, I mean, it's good to be here.
Yeah. So I was just giving a speech about Liberia.
I listen to you.
For Liberia, because I know all the time people try to come at me with that. You don't know anything about Liberia. You shouldn't be stuck in Liberia. You saw what happened in Chapel the other day. People always say like,
yeah, I thought. I think I responded to.
You responded to them.
And for me, those are the things that I responded to, because sometimes you just have to know your limit in everything. On the limit, and know where other person's limit, where other person's right are. Look. You have to understand that when somebody is a citizen of a country, they are citizens of that country. They have entitlement to that, to many things.
Right.
The president, and people say this, oh, why have you done for your country before? No, I don't have to do anything. As long as I'm born, that's my country. I don't have to pay housing in that country before I talk about things. I don't have to invest before I speak about issues. No, people have to get it right. People, you can't question somebody's citizenship because they're not doing what you think they should do, so that means they don't have the right. No, people, yeah. I think one time I was going Morocco. I was going Liberia, right? During the how you call it? During the inauguration, we were going Liberia. So this lady and I, none of we were on the same plane, but I didn't know. So we were transiting from Morocco. So I saw her in the line. So I went to speak to her. I said, oh, what's up? So you on your way to weekend? They said, oh yeah. I said, oh yeah, going visit. I said, yeah, I'm going visit me. I'm going visit my family. And she said, no, man, I'm not going for visit. I'm going for purpose. So I'm like, okay.
Oh, what?
She going for purpose. She not going for visit.
Purpose?
Yeah, I don't even know what I mean, but she going. She trying to. She asked me, "Oh, what are you going for?" I say, "I just going for visit, man." She said, "Oh no, man, I'm not going for visit. I'm going for purpose. I'm going for something important." That's what she actually mean.
Mm.
So I understood what she. So I just, you know what? I already tired me. I just left her. I said, "Well, we meet in Liberia. I just wanted to speak to you because people got a notion that they want to set standard for you, right?" They let it think that because I go and visit my family, it's not important because she going for marriage or probably she going to be a house or probably she going for this. You know what I mean, right? So to her, that is important. I'm like, I can just go from here to then go like, bro, just to go rest. That's important to me.
Visiting family is important.
Yeah,
Why would
that's
you
important.
say
That's
not?
important to me. We can move for your go Haiti, we'll go Dominican Republic. Just to go visit. You ain't got nobody there. But people think that you can't go to your country just to go rest. You have to go there for to go buy house. You have to go there first to go marry. So but it's up to you to allow somebody to set standard for you. you know? Yeah.
I don't
But
let
I
it
mean
bother
it's good to be here,
me. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of things, a lot of good things happen in our country, even though we hear the opposite. But to me, I think a lot of good things are happening.
No,
Now, are
for
we
sure.
there yet? No, we're not there yet, but some good things are happening, right? So we're gonna talk about a few tonight, if we have the time to talk about most of it, because sometimes when everybody come on, their noise and stuff. But yeah, we're gonna talk about a lot of them. I want us to talk about the agriculture, project today, giving people grants for farmers for agriculture, and I want us to talk about the petroleum something cut in the. I got some people all jubilee and jittery and everything else. I love that for the Liberian people, but I mean, some people are feeling some type of way about it, feeling targeted. Well, Musa ability. Let me start saying some people as if he's the only, importer in the country. So we're gonna talk about that too. And what else I want us to also, yeah, maybe that'll be the two topic and something else come up. And I wanted to say something about Minister Gafuan, the MCC. Liberia has been what? You want to end that? Liberia has.
Yeah, I think Liberia has been selected among the countries to be considered, right?
For the number. I gotta get a number on here.
Yeah, I think the part of the is that 26, the part of the 47 countries or something like that. I think it has been added to, they have been selected to form part of the, I think 47 countries or 26 countries, something like that. I think.
In the 40s, yeah.
Yeah.
So, which is a good news. You know why the
Yeah,
finance minister is being
it
bashed?
is. It is a good news.
Why the finance minister is being bashed by, a lot of people for the wrong reasons, whatever their motives are. He making waves, right? Trying to he's which is a good thing, Whenever people are
Right.
saying a lot of things about you, you should be doing good things instead of just, answering them. Let your work speak for you.
Are we doing trending or we just go straight into the?
No, we talking about what's on your mind.
I mean, what's on your mind? Are we doing what's on your mind or we just go straight?
Yes, sir. Yeah, you can go ahead. I just wanted to introduce the topic first.
Oh, okay. What's up, brother? What's the name, sir? George, right? How you doing, George? All right,
You
so
can hear us?
all right,
George.
so
Go ahead, Mars.
yeah. So what's on my mind is that sometimes when I really sit and think about Liberia, I think about 10 years from now, 15, 20, 30 years from now, where the country will be with a mindset. Because I've not seen no country that develop when the citizen themselves do not who somebody contribute to that development of that country. But we have a country where, for the larger part, we pay more loyalty to politicians, to institutions than the country itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is so sad, and the politicians have succeeded in this. They know that when we pay more loyalty to institutions and politicians, they benefit, because all the fighting we fight among ourselves, it benefit them.
Mm-hmm.
They benefit. Look, we have a country, we fought war 14 years. After the war, we say, okay, let's hold people accountable for what they did, so the country can start on a new page. Everybody took side. Everybody took defend their own. At the end of the day, the whole thing chakla will politicize everything, nothing. We turn around, we give all of them power again. How? Where can that happen? We got people in the government, people can government, they do whatever they want to do, whether it's right or wrong, they corrupt. The same people turn around, they defend the people. How can you expect a country to grow? We have a country where somebody there doing the right thing, we have a group of people feel that they will beat on that person.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see it right because they feel that person is not part of that group, is not part of. How can a country grow? I mean, seriously, how do you expect a country to move forward? Other countries are forward. Sierra Leone are right by us here. They fought war. After the war, they held everybody accountable. They did not give nobody power. Nobody that fought war in our country play major. No. Other countries, Gaborone, Botswana, that country got independent in 1960. The city, Kabila City, was like a bush just a few years ago. In 1980, they did not even have a university. The citizens themselves put money together. The country got plenty cow. Almost like everybody in the country get cow. You know what they did? Just quickly, in 30 seconds.
Oh, well,
If I may, yeah. In 30 seconds. See, we not plenty, maybe 30 seconds. Look, everybody provided one cow. They sold that cow, they built their university. That's why Botswana University, in the front of the university, you get a man standing with a cow. It shows that, yeah. And it's one of the bigger universities.
Yeah, I think I've seen that. I've seen the documentary concerning that.
You see that, right? There's a symbol there. You see one man standing with a cow.
Mm.
Everybody carry a cow. They sold that cow. They had a better university. And when you're in a university, you get allowance every month. It's almost like free. And it's one of the bigger universities in South South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
The people contribute. Ethiopia, other countries. But when you come to our country, we are so divided on politics. We're so divided. Right now, by the time you talk about Joe Weah and Alex Comey, Joe Weah and Joe Walker, we divided right away. We don't want to see eye to eye. Who benefit? The politician benefit. We have to see our country like we all pay loyalty to the country. It doesn't matter who get it. It doesn't matter who do something. Other than that, that country will be merry-go-round.
Thank you. Yeah, with that, you're right, Maurice. We all have to contribute, but I don't know if we need education on that one too, because everything people want us to educate the Liberian people, right? Everything, even something, a little snake crying in somebody's house, they would come outside and say, we need a government to come in. I'm like, so little things I be having, I'm like, what do you want the government to do about this? Like, they made the people feel like everything's supposed to be free. The government's supposed to do everything that they're not supposed to contribute with anything in that country. And that was a good point. It's really sad. And I hope we'll move forward from that. But George, I don't know if you can hear me now.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me, guys?
Okay, so say hi and tell me what's on your mind.
It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you, Amy. One thing that's on my mind today is completely, I don't know what I should say, political. I don't think it is. I think it's social, and I'm really passionate about it.
We'll be the judge. Tell us. We'll tell you what is political or not.
Yeah, definitely. I know you're ready for me again. Tabula Razade. Miss String.
We can speak clearer than you.
You know, I was reading a news article from Spoon page, and there's a bank in Liberia called the Afriland, and the guys that are working there stole almost $1 million from the bank from businesses account.
Almost 500,000.
Yeah, and and I started to retrospect, right? Because in Liberia,
Mm.
for the past maybe 7, 8, 10 years, I've heard stories of bankers in Liberia stealing from people more than maybe 10 times.
Really?
Yeah, more than 10 times. Some are going to prison and some already out of prison, some on technical grounds were released and
Yes,
blah, blah, blah.
you.
And then I was speaking to my little brother because I have a business in Liberia, right?
Mm.
A IT company. And I said, look, I want us to register the account with a bank, right? And then I will be able to access the account from here because I'm doing all the investment, right? I'm
Mm.
not going to be able to take money from there here, but I want to check, to see how much is there. And then when
In
people are
deposit and
paid, yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah, exactly. I said I'm still thinking because um, I don't think we should use EcoBank because EcoBank steals. I don't think
That's
he said
it.
maybe we'll try UBA. And something came to my mind. Then I
Wow.
said, why do you think EcoBank steal? Because EcoBank is one of the banks that he said, Big Brother George, when I was working in Grain Crew, he was working for this oil palm company, right, my younger brother. And he
Mm.
said, when I was in Maryland, in Plivo, I opened an account and put some money in it. But then when I went to Grain Crew to work, he said I spent few years there, right? And I did not access my account to take money or to withdraw money. When I came back, they said they closed my account and my money was gone. So I asked myself, how is that possible? Because the person did not access the account for 2 years. You closed the account and took the money. Where is the money? He said they told me, say, oh, you're not opening the account here. Go to Moreira. You go ask the people in Moreira because I in Moreira open the account. And here we can't tell you anything why they close the account. So what the money is? The money is gone. And this tells me now, how would somebody want to invest in Liberia
Right.
when behaviors of the banks are so criminal like this? And now I'm reading a story where the way they did it, they stealing, they disable the MSL that goes to bank when somebody take money from your account. You know what I mean? Where you can get it, say, oh, money move from your account. The guys disable that thing. So for my spouse
Oh, they're
and
alert. So they can
the
find out.
alerts,
They
yeah,
can
yeah,
know.
they disable it and to 3 different companies. One of
That's
that
a shame.
one is a material construction company, and the other one is sportwear something.
Yeah.
They
It's
stole from these people account, and now they arrested and they say they're in prison and they are going to be investigated. And can you imagine a bank branch manager was part of this thing and all these things? So it baffles me. Instead of I think this is something we need to be talking about. What is happening to the psyche of our people? Because everybody want to get money to travel. Everybody want to get money to be rich. Fast,
I
fast, fast,
came
fast,
across
fast.
that story.
And,
Let me
and,
see
and
if
these
I
are the people in
saved
the
it.
community. And when these people get leadership, these are the same people. When new leadership come in Liberia, they didn't go borrow people from Kenya or from Ethiopia or from America to come there to say, okay, we will be the new leaders in the country. And no, the same Liberian people will be the leaders in that country. If you say you're changing them, when Bwakaki, the same people that on early that when he brought. When we actually he brought new people now, but then the same people will continue to rotate. It happens in the churches. The pastor will say, prosperity. For you to prosper, you got to buy the pastor this other type of soup. I was victim of it as well when I was in Liberia. My pastor looked at me for them because I was working for UN. He wanted me to be, giving him money besides the tithe, the tithe and the offering I was paying in the church. I remember one day I took him to my bank and signed a check for him, and my heart was hurting. And these are the things that happen in that country.
Is
Yeah,
that
my heart
your
was hurting.
gift? What is
Yeah,
it? I bought
yeah.
it,
I was not giving willing it because he forced me.
but
So
you are giving one.
my saving account,
That's a
my saving
shame.
account, that's the one I went in to get money for him. I took it to Echo Bank that
Oh
day.
my
I
God.
signed the check and gave it to him. And when he took the check there, the person said I had to be there for me to endorse the check. So I had to drive from my office all the way from how they call it, from Bowman Bridge to go up that place to Asmo Street to go and sign behind the check before they could get the money. And these are the things that happen. But we will say it and we think that miracle will happen. But I think I want to join Morris on this one. That the ideology of our people, the mindset of our people has to change before development comes. Because
Yeah.
nobody will look at a high-end money to take it to Liberia and looking at a bank to be the bank that can take your money easily and steal it, and then they say they put somebody in jail and that's it. And you're not getting your money back. Because we don't have that social
That bank needs some kind of
yeah, we
insurance
don't
to
have
give
that
that person
social,
money back.
God giving it what the social, how they call it. There's a social net. We don't have the social net, right? What is it? Okay, victim of crime money. You know what I mean? I don't think we have that in Liberia. Because yeah, if somebody does something to you that once they arrest and they put it in jail, the government can give you money. You know what I mean? The government can refund you. They have some places to take the money from. I don't think that exists in
The
Liberia.
bank can pay for it. The bank,
when they
as
see
long
it, they
as the
see it.
bank problem, if the problem came from the bank has to give
Yeah,
you your
maybe
money
that
back.
will happen. But guess what? That will delay your business. What you wanted to do with your money will delay. They will not pay you right away. It will take time and time and time and time.
Yeah.
So we need to think about our Liberian people, our psyche, the way we think about things, the way we do things. Because President Bwaka said, he said he was going to bring company. He hasn't brought one yet. He said he was going to bring NGOs back. He hasn't brought one NGO back yet.
So
All
why
the
they
lies
both
he
stealing the
told.
money from the bank? Because President Boga ain't
Another
bringing
portion.
NGO and money back.
Listen, another portion of my
No, because you finished. You know how long you been talking?
No,
It just what's on your mind.
so
Say
you
you
don't want
won't
me to
go.
talk about it.
You
You
won't
see, that
go
one
now.
Murray are on
No,
your
I'm
side, yeah?
asking you.
As soon as I talk about Baka, she start calling me up.
No,
You see
because
it?
the thing
You know,
you
we are
talking,
so
it
divided on
doesn't
political ground. We
align.
are so divided on political ground.
No.
You see it?
We're not a divider. We're talking about the
Yeah.
psyche of our people. Then you join us there, President Boga said he was going to bring fight, he didn't bring it yet. So the people should steal because the president, it doesn't matter whether the Boga, any president for that matter. If they say they will bring gold on the floor, then bring it. So somebody should go ahead and start stealing from other people because the president promised to do that. He didn't do that. So it doesn't
No, I'm
align.
not.
You
Listen, I
are
didn't use any.
doing
I
something
didn't
good,
use
then
any.
you
I
press
didn't
your
use
clap.
any conjunction. I didn't use any conjunction.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say because this happened, that's why this is happening. I did not say that. So I was saying two different things. Yeah, I was saying two different things.
All right, thank you, Maximin. Formula, you can hear us. You can be on the show. You be watching video game. Oh.
Sorry, Amy. I was a little distracted. I had a little glitch in my system. I was trying to set up, do a remote. There's a different setting I'm trying to do on my internet so that I can't have any buffering on my system. So I have a few things going off and on. I was trying to take care of that. What did you say? Go ahead.
What's on your mind?
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right. Basically, what's on my mind has to do with the departure of the president.
Touch yourself, your whole body up before I bring you on. Yeah.
Who, me?
No, that Mr. Davis.
Oh, Mr. Davis. He always in an awkward position. You know that.
There you go.
That's my old man.
Let me go there.
Oh, they make a full stem now. Oh, my people.
You look great at that, Mr. Dima.
Did they have your full stem?
No.
But you gotta come in the middle, Mr. Like, you know.
Yeah, he's okay. He's all right now, much better. Yeah.
You can see your face good.
Now that after we can see the man eyeball.
I'm gonna take a glasses.
No. Why you telling me that?
The more part of camera, I know that 3310 using the camera so dull you can see good.
I'm going for more to talk, but more not even get your time. So today, the president of the Republic of Liberia left for the United States, and also we also saw the DEA visited Central Street Monrovia again today in a very, very devastating and a very, very sad day again to see human beings living in the graveyards, living in tanks, you know, on a shredded bag of rice, 10. And I mean, wasting their lives is another sad thing for any true Liberian to see. I saw that today and I was really down, you know. And we also saw that there was this huge jubilation in Nima County when the asphalt pavement was laying flat today before the Jackson Field Memorial Hospital. And
Today?
yeah, I mean,
It's been more than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
yeah,
no,
been more than
I
it been
thought-
more than 2 weeks, but today, I mean, what I saw, he said, "What on my mind today?" That we are telling you, there were
Oh.
people who were jubilating. What on my
Okay,
mind?
so you saw it today. All right.
I saw it today,
Mm.
and there were people in every day. People will be happy because every day you find different group of people say, "Oh, they were here since 1940. We never, we're seeing it now." So these were things today that Liberians were out there, they were happy about. And today I realized that the government had already structured and organized a very robust way for the procurement of our yellow machine. It has been,
Oh, boy.
the yellow machine going to be in Liberia between December and February. Some will be coming from December. And then the maintenance plan has also been put in place, a very unique and innovative plan on how to maintain those machines. And I'm so impressed to announce to Liberian people that the president vision and plan that we will make sure that no feeder road, there will be no more problem of road that the president cried in 2017. You remember his slogan was road, road, and road.
Mhm.
And today we are seeing that there are a lot of openings, man. That's what on my mind. I mean, I don't want to go into detail, but we'll get into that.
Thank you, Mr. Darius.
What on my mind is not to support any group in Liberia or to support the president. Today, I heard Prince Moyi talking about the equipment going to be here before the end of this year. Then my brother Pamela is saying that December to January, February again. Because Prince Moyi was on Smooth TV, he said it will be here before December.
But December not part of the year.
December at the end of the year, right?
You said December to February.
Yeah, but it's a
It's not
process.
part of the
Everything
year.
not coming in December. You
It's
want
not part of the year. February, January, not part of the year, like different year. I'm talking about what Prince Moyi said today. He said we can't either November or before the end of this year. Like what he said on Stone TV when they're talking about that 9% are going to roll connectivity. My brother is still dancing around the pepper bush. And we call it our pepper bush. I don't see that road. One of Jesus' disciples that was stubborn, where is he?
Stubborn?
Yeah, the stubborn one. Where is he?
Or the doubting one?
Okay. I'm a doubting.
Doubting Thomas.
Yeah, this is doubting Davis. Until I see it,
Doubting Davis.
I ride on it, I sleep on it,
Or
then I will believe it will work. Until then, all that flat. That's what on my mind. And sorry for those that were on Central Street, they were taking them from there. I'm sorry for those groups, but I'm 100% sure 50% or 60% are not willing to change.
right. You're right, Mr. Davis, because doing I think I've seen that video today too. And the same thing that we're talking about is mindset of our people. They're in it something and they're talking about the government. They're blaming the government. So I tell what the boss said, but you hear, you brought yourself here doing drugs or something, and you say the government, you got all that able young body people out there, something. What do the government have to do with this? You know, everything in Liberia is the government. But go ahead, George. You wanna something?
Yeah, it's something I wanted to just add to my. So the thing is that the observation that we've had from the Liberian market, because I knew that this was going to take a little bit of time to digest, the prices that the government set for rice and other things.
Mhm.
Now, what has happened in Liberia now is that the rice dealers, even in the market, are not accepting US dollar to buy their rice. They are accepting Liberian dollar only. Liberian dollar have gone scarce on the market, so people start to to scramble for it now. Liberian dollars are very low on the market, and now everyone you carry a US dollar, so they don't want a US dollar, they want Liberian dollar, and it's simply because of the policy of this government. So now
When did that
they
happen?
it's happening. It's happening. Moreover, if you put your ear on the ground, you hear what
All
I'm
right,
saying.
our producer Thomas Kume is in the comment section. He'll let us know what George said in this, right? Go ahead, George.
Yeah. So, like what I was saying, every time you bypass economic policy, the economic theories and laws on the book, you pay a price. Just like to defy gravity, you have to pay a price. Gravity, anything you put up, you throw up, it will come down. Newton's law. But the only reason why plane can go up there and stay, we pay the price by putting jet fuel in it. Jet fuel is the most expensive fuel in the world. You gotta put that jet fuel in there for that jet to keep that plane up there. So that's why I said, if you bypass the economic forces playing out for themselves, if you defy the law of supply and demand, you have to pay a price. And the price you pay usually is these kind of things that are happening now in the market. People will be holding their rice, they don't want to sell it. Except you can bring, because they know that, guess what? The trick is that if you buy a US dollar, they will sell it to you 2,850, right? So you buy 2,850, and then when they go change the US, you'll get more US because the US has dropped again, right? So the market people will still find a way to get their money. And guess who suffer? The Liberian people suffer, the consumers suffer. So look, now these are the things that when we come on the show, we try to enlighten people, we try to talk about these things, and then we get a backlash because people think that because we don't like the government, that's why. No, it's not like that. We are talking to
So,
because we
George.
got the education and we got the experience. That's why we're talking. But go ahead.
So,
finish.
George,
Mhm.
in this case, you said people will hold their rights, and when the prices drop on the market,
Yeah.
when the president has something, people will hold it. They will hide it. They will do this. They will do that. And then they. What happened then when the rice price is still the same?
When they hold
Then
it,
the person is saying that this is what the rice price should be. You hold it. If you keep holding it, who are you affecting? Yourself, or because as you holding it, they got other people that who have something that's selling that.
then rice will get scarce on the market. When it gets scarce, the price will automatically go up. That economics, that human being making it.
They're creating
When you put that
artificial
hole in there,
shortage.
right? When you hungry,
Artificial, exactly.
when you hungry, artificially, yeah. When you hungry, you get 500 out in your hand, and then somebody say, "I get rest to sell to you." You
Do
go
the
hungry.
job we are example.
Eh?
Do the job we are example.
What you got, Joey? Example, man.
Can I chip?
Not got very
Can I
political. Yeah, man.
I heard the
can I
job, yeah,
can I
yeah.
chip? Can I chip in? I think
Because guess what? Let me tell you, inflation is when plenty of money chasing small goods. That inflation happening. You know what happening, and the price of that thing can go up
Yeah,
automatically.
we know, but the president
Mhm.
already know they are doing that artificial stuff. That's the point I think I was
Yes,
trying to make.
that the government doing the artificial stuff. So the artificial stuff now will bring these kind of impediments I'm talking about. I'm trying to
So
Can I-
holding your rice, hiding it in a house is not
Yeah.
artificial shortage you
Who
creating.
started artificial for? Who has started artificial?
Oh, so they gotta compete with the government to do. Okay, Josh, I get your point. Go ahead,
No, that's
Amaris.
how it works.
Yeah,
Because the
you
people
know,
are
I
in
think
business to make profit. They in business to
think-
satisfy government.
look, you know, sometimes it's not the idea of going back and forth, right? But for the benefit of the show, people listening, like I've always said, we all will make our input. The public out there will digest, they will take it in the way they want to take it. Look, the brother is saying that look, you can't get two things at the same time. You can't get all at the same time. We are crying, we are saying that the rate should come down. We are the same people that are calling for the rate to come down. And at the same time, you are saying because the price has dropped. When the price drops, the rate has to go along. The rate has to drop. That is just it. If that is the case, because you are saying that the price is not supposed to drop, because if the price drop, the US rate will get missing in the market. Look, But right, the fact that we even have two currency. If the government just decide to take one currency, which is the US dollar, people will suffer within that time. There will be temporary economic suffering. Temporary. Are we even ready for that? For us to have one currency, it will boost the
Why
market.
they will suffer tell us? Why they will suffer tell us?
Take for instance, Ghana, right? If you carry US dollar in the store, like Freedom the same way, they will tell you they don't want it. They want that currency, they want that local currency, you know that, right?
Yeah,
If you go to Ghana,
go change it. They gotta pay for you to go change it.
no, but if you go to Ghana, I come in. If you go to Ghana to the store, you can,
You're still spending money.
brother, I come in now. Yeah, I come in. If you go to the store in Ghana, you cannot purchase with the US dollar. The same way with Sierra Leone, they will tell you, say, go. Why you think so? They will tell you, say, we don't want it. Go and change it and come back. And you don't just change some country, don't just change money anywhere. US dollar, foreign currency, you don't just change it on the street. You have to go to the bank and change it. I tell you something, for Ethiopia, you can't just change money like that. No way. For you to be able to change US dollar, you must even have an ID card. You must go to the bank.
Where? Where? Is it
Ethiopia? Yes.
That's not true.
Okay,
Anybody
Mr.
can change money.
Thank you, Wes. Yeah, stop
I
it.
change money
Finish
everywhere to the airport, to Ethiopian
Yeah,
airport. I don't know where.
Finish your point. We can't be doing this.
So these things for us to reach to that point, we have to suffer, and we're not even prepared for it. We're not even prepared for it. So why you say let's take your argument to be something? Yes, the US rate got to drop. The US rate got to drop. That's something that we're all calling for.
Mm-hmm.
The US rate got to drop. If the red rate dropping again, then somebody come here to say, oh, because of the red rate dropping, so that why the people suffering, the people holding on their market, you want the price of rice to drop, don't you? You want the price of rice to drop. So for you to say because the price of rice dropping now, the US dropping, so people suffering more, I don't understand that. I don't understand that logic right there.
Where you coming from? I did not say that.
I just listen to you.
Theories. I'm not talking about that thing. Talking a layman thing. I'm way up there. What I'm trying to say is that I see the people suffering. I see the people are holding. They are holding. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean by to hold?
My man, brother. You know what? Go ahead.
Morris, don't let George go.
No, that's what I say. Just it's not even about George. It's just for the benefit of the show.
It's about sharing. I mean, what he knows, he said.
I don't have time for that. George talking.
My brother Gassama.
Mm-hmm.
This is an educated platform, and that's the reason why they always say no one have dominion over knowledge. No one is an island. So we all learn from each other one way or the other. Sometimes, even though some people can flange their own with arrogance, but we stay here to learn. Imagine just telling us saying way up there. Who carry George way up there?
Forget about that one there. Forget about that one there. Don't matter.
Way up there today, my people.
Forget about that one there. The hard George can talk.
We have to learn.
It's okay. The hard George can talk. It's all right. Just go ahead.
Yeah,
the co-host Commissar said.
He's not old. George had to over the pump himself. So
no, I'm not. Trust me, I'm not deterred. I'm not deterred by that. I'm too old for that. I'm not deterred by that. I don't matter to him.
So go ahead from there. Yeah, if you
look. The issue that we have in Liberia always been systemic. One, secondly, there are people in the country like what President Bouaka said. That's why we just don't listen to our leaders and and allow things to fly through our ears. When we were going to school, we pay attention to details.
Amen.
When the president was speaking, he said it in a very elaborate tone. Yeah. He was very unequivocal when he said the problem that we have today, there are people who been in the system for every time the government makes plan to improve something, they will twat it. Anytime government come down with a policy, they will start it. And he said there are people there in the system, and these are the people that the government is trying to weed out. when the government said the prices of rice should drop to a certain number, it was not something that the government just abruptly. You see, President Bouaka is a man of wisdom. Before President Bouaka could come up and make that pronouncement, he had already asked the vice president to set up a committee to investigate the state of the economy, because the everyday situation Liberian people crying about. And the vice president listened to the president, and he quickly, and went and engaged all of. They did a fast funding, they did a due diligence, and he came back and reported to the president and said, "This is what we investigated," and that's why the president's decision become informed. He just don't do things out of the way. So there are people who bend on politicizing everything in the country, even if it costs it to be the detriment of their own people, even in their own household. They want to do it because they want to make things to be the way they want it to be. And there are people in our system who have corrupted the Liberian people. Even from, you see, today you have Musa Belete running around telling people
please don't jump into it.
Telling people on state radio that he has more than $35 million. Even the car the president ran, he bought it before the president. What the arrogance all about? That you embezzle money from the taxpayer dollars,
right?
And today you rubbing it on our face. And when the government bring innovative step to contribute, to say let's take small from you and give back to the same people, and you angry and you saying all kind of things, that the same people that they see where the rest importer are looking. They remove tariff on rest. They say we're taking tax from you for bringing in rest. And to some extent, government even go to some extent and subsidize and say, oh, we'll still do something so we can reduce some of the excess thing on your, so the Liberian people can have access to this rice, because rice is our, it's our staple food. It is a political commodity. So the president, to have a good time in our country, is to ensure that we don't have the situation with rice, which is our staple food, being used. It can destabilize the government. We already know what happened here in April 14, 1979. We know about that. So the president is a man of who have gone through that history and knows very well how to divert that.
Way before our time, and we still
let us go ahead and resolve the issue. That's exactly what he did. And today people want to go hard and rest and can't always say, but the Liberian people will see for themselves that the president's intention was right. There have been no shortages of rice on the Liberian market. Nobody going to the bank and the bank telling you no money. And no shortages of gasoline, and everything is falling in place. It will take time, but it will happen. And the Liberian people are seeing, people who get asked, they will see. Thank you.
Mr. David.
Yes, I let my brother family can try on a South Liberian theory of economics. But when it comes to economics, price determines supply and demand. We got to look at the supply and the demand. What is the demand on the Liberian market when it comes to rice? And what is the supply on the Liberian market when it comes to rice? I told you from day one, the only way prices of rice will come down in Liberia that will naturalize it, the relationship between those commodities with price is going to be a Liberian supply itself, or make additional food production that are going to cut down the importation of rice. When we stay getting Chinese, Indian, Pakistani, and Japanese rice, no matter what you do, there will be artificial all the time. The businessman, according to business, you don't go into business at all. Businessman in economic is to maximize our profits. It's not to reduce their profit. No.
Exactly.
If I can cheat to get $1 million in a year, I will do it.
If you can cheat?
Oh, yes, that's the meaning of businessman.
Really?
Yeah, if you businessman want to do what you think the government said when not a businessman, the government can care for you. They tell the not doing that for $5,000 car and take $3,100 from you to care. So if that car somebody can buy $18,000, you can't care.
Okay, so Mr. Davis, if you are trying to cheat and you have a government that is regulating,
I just say cheat. I don't cheating. That my profit, I'm asking.
Yeah, your profit. If you're trying to give 50 times of what you're supposed to profit. And the government knows that, right? You get away with it when the government don't know it, and they don't know that, and you haven't been caught. But if you have been caught, you will be regulated. That's it. So that's what's going on right here.
No, I mean, government don't regulate market. That's the wrong concept you'll get. A government forces a way to go into the market to regulate market, create blind market. Blind market is gonna be created, and when blind market is created, the people suffer because supply and demand will not be at equilibrium no more.
Thank you, my man. You did economics?
Yes.
So let me ask this question.
I like that term.
That question, right? You're telling me that I can buy a car from here, $2,000, right?
Yeah.
I'll go and pay $3,000 to free it.
Yeah.
I can sell that car for $40,000. And it's okay.
If somebody want to buy $40,000, you will sell it. You will not say no.
And everybody else something yeah, I know that. If somebody wants to buy it, but you talking about the innocent people's rights, and y'all can be the same old people, like I said. If a president is doing something to bring relief on his people, right? And he's still, like he said, things are still hard. Prices are still up and doing all of this. Why he's trying to do these things, right? And then he said, okay, let's see what's going on here. Because we're trying to do this thing, but it's not working. What is going on here? And went in a daily investigation and find out that what I'm doing, why I'm supposed to, my $2,000 or $3,000, that's a profit I could have gotten. But then I'm going $20,000 to get $20,000 profits. And then you want the president to see that and see his people suffering. And then you say, oh, because I'm business, all the maximum, it's so the man steady, it's woman steady. It's okay because I have business work. Is that what you're telling me here?
Amy, when it comes to the word economics not get mother side, it not get father side.
That's what I'm saying.
It not get baby, it not get empty. The aim and objective of the businessman is to maximize profit.
I heard that.
And when you maximizing profits, in economic, government do not interfere into the market. When interfere into the market, you create what they call artificial or blind market. And when you create blind market, therefore, what the government need to do, according to economy, let the market decide the price of the goods and services.
The government is interfering.
You don't need to force anybody.
The government is interfering for its people. Now, you cannot tell me that the government is interfering for its people.
No, the market determine the price of the goods.
Okay.
Bring plenty on the market.
The government is giving me a tax break, so I can have that goods for the people to have relief. The government is giving me all the break there for that price to come. That's so the people can have. And you still telling me, say, because you're a businessman, so you have to maximize profit. And the government just want to sit there and supposed to say, oh,
no, let me tell you what happened in the market.
All the price something, and because of economics, let the people continue to struggle. Is that what you're telling me?
No, that's not how it works. Let's say I bought certain thing for $400. The goods are still getting in stock. There are millions of them in stock. Then government come back to me and say, send over $20, make it $10. Who is lossy?
That's not what happened here, though.
No, I said no. The government should wait until the rest
on the market. No, never do that. That's not what happened here. Let's change that.
But what happened? Some people say how the
investigation, Mr. David. The government team investigated. There's no way the government will look at somebody buy a goose for $16. Then they tell the person they sell it for $14. I don't think
government don't interfere in market.
What?
Government cannot interfere into the market.
That's not interfering. That's interfering for its people.
No, you want to interfere in the market? Cut down all the necessary taxes.
And that's what they're doing.
They're not doing it. When they tell it, what they report?
What do you mean by what a report? They gave
they say they went on to APN terminal now. They just said it.
What are you talking about?
They say they just went on to APN terminal. They don't even talk to APN terminal yet. They say they reduce price.
Who said they're going to talk to APN terminal?
Government, they talk to APN terminal up to now.
How do you know That move on. That move on. Because I'm making a narrative. Y'all want to.
Amy,
First of all, y'all come up. What on? Y'all come out and then say that things are getting high. When the government try to make this only day, I'm talking about economics.
Government is not when government want to make it possible. Let the government introduce more agricultural product on the market. Let them make farm. Let them make big farm. Let them grow more rice.
Let me tell you second.
The growing rice is not gonna. They will not put rice in the ground today, and you get rice on the market tomorrow. Before the rice get ready, what do we do now? What should the people be doing? That's what the government giving these people tax breaks, and then went ahead and found out that they are tripling. Like what you said right now, they've been doing that for years. The president even said it. The president did not say people should go. People should just lose that money because he want to be good president. No, he said it. He said they have been hiking prices up. He said it, and I'll play that tape if you want me to do it again. That's what they told them. You cannot do that. We give you tax. You have to ease it on our people. That's what.
Do you trust the president?
That's what's in the whole narrative saying that they put bought that rice in $17, and then the president just went and told them say you're selling for $14. That is not what's happening. I don't think the president is sensitive.
If you have rice in the store,
no.
If you have some people have over 2,000 rice in the market in the
Amy, let me count him in 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah, look. We'll come on the show. I think James Michel David is just love telling people that you lie. I think for him, by the time you say something, you just say you lie.
No, I say anybody lie.
Yeah, just go ahead.
Yeah, I say some countries, even US dollar, it's not something like a legal tender where you can just go in the store and just buy something with it. I say, for instance, Ghana and Sierra Leone and many other countries, it's not legal tender. You can't go in the store and buy something with it. Then I said, even Ethiopia, for you to even change foreign currency, it's not just easy. They may just wake up, you laugh. I change money all at the airport.
Yeah, Mr. Derry, you just said that.
Yeah, they just wake up, you laugh. I change money all to the airport. Do you really think?
That's true.
Yeah, some country they're looking. Some country. Let me just learn, right? Do you get in some country just looking like that? They just loot. You can just change money everywhere, just at the airport. Even America, yes, some state. If you don't have an ID card, you cannot receive money. When somebody send you money, you can't go receive money if you don't have an ID card, a state ID card. These things happen every country. You just wake up, the other lie. You're not happy. No, that's not true. You just wake up and say a lie. And this whole argument of the government can interfere in the market system, I don't even know the argument. Look, why do we have commerce ministry? Why do we even have commerce ministry?
That's what George was asking them.
So do inspection.
Why do we even have, not just to do inspection? Commerce ministry, brother, coming. I mean, you guys been talking, I said I listen to you. Yeah, this argument of the government can interfere in market system, we are saying that the government has to lay the ground rule for the market to even be free. For people to even be able to set their prices, the government have to set that ground level. That's why businesses go to register. When you register, there are norms, there are things that you go by. But people just can't hold on, nobody. So everybody just do their thing.
You gotta do that one thing.
I get about it, yeah.
Thank you. So let's try to move on. If you want me to play that tip, what the president was telling you,
that's with those CA.
What?
That president will anywhere.
Well, that's your problem because we're going with what the president. I know y'all want to.
Oh, the one way say this.
You're not there, so how are you gonna see it?
The one you say the Labrep not train. They
What?
can talk anyhow.
You said the people they like people who can be insulting him and insulting you. Yeah, they're not trained. If you can look like a grandpa and you talking nonsense that then you train, you're not trained. Para que not trained. Yeah, go back train. Para que not trained. Go ahead.
They talk loosely. They not even know what they're saying.
That's why I want to be a lawmaker because I want us to establish. I want us to establish in Liberia what here we call the ACC. It is an entity that investigates prices and how business entity how they call it deceive the people and make profit. They just find one of our airlines here for giving false promises to some people to buy tickets, and guess what? They found them millions of dollars. And when that is established in Liberia, where they can investigate and say, okay, if you say you selling it here $10, which that power, our common minister does not have the power. They get a power to investigate how that whole business is set up. They will call you to a meeting and ask you for everything, and they will go and do their own investigation and find out that this thing you selling $10, you shouldn't sell it $10 because they are set how they call it, profit margins for people to make. Instead bracket. So if you go out of that bracket, they will come for you. But our people, common minister does not have that. Common minister is just there for inspection and to make sure that the goods that you are selling, they get testing, or they can go and test your rice to see whether it's consumable, blah 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 blah. They can test all those things. But not
Lord, move on, man. Lord, move on, boss man.
For anything.
Yeah, Emil, just move on.
Even
Lord, move on.
they don't set prices. They don't set prices. They don't tell you this price you should sell it.
Lord,
If
move,
the
Lord, move
government
on.
is giving you some kind of assistance, or George, I think they have the right to tell you.
Yeah, Lord, move on, man.
Oh,
Let's just
no.
move on.
Exactly
But
what
this-
David was saying. Then of course it becomes artificial. And when
No.
artificial happens, so many artificial things can be resulted from
So
that.
if you're taking the poor taxes, you're not getting paying taxes, then the other artificial is also refuse it and can't do your own thing then. But anyways, let's go.
Don't move on. For you to say the
Days
commerce
ago.
ministry only there to inspect goods. No, just move on. It's okay.
So the government of
What
Liberia.
is that a surprise? When
Let's talk about the
when you
rice.
say your coconut in the street, you go to common minister, you say you sell your
That's some
coconut
reading here. So we're talking about the agriculture part of it that Mr. David was talking on. Everybody knows this is how rice supposed to be.
Suppose you need to
something
be
in
in a bag to
Liberia.
learn before
it's
you come to show it.
George,
Yeah. What you saying, man?
I know you hear me reading.
I didn't hear you.
That's what I don't even. I don't even know what George's problem.
So
Yeah.
we were talking about the agriculture part of things, right? But Mr. Davis was saying that's how the government's supposed to. That's the only way, which I don't agree. But they are not doing it. They are not doing so I went ahead and pulled up this thing 4 days ago. Is this the government of Liberia begin disbursement of funds to 500 farmers on a PSIP? What's that? PSIP. Monrovia, Liberia, September 3rd. The government. Okay, we're not read that far. The Ministry of Agriculture has begun disbursement of funds to 500 farmers across 8 counties under 8 public sector investment project, a budget-funded initiative aimed at boosting rice production and reducing imports. You hear that?
Yeah.
They are working on it. For fiscal
Okay.
year 2025, the agriculture component of the PSIP has been allocated US $4 million to support the cultivation of rice, cassava, maize, oranges, avocado. Do we do that in Liberia? Avocado and coconuts under the
Butter here, Amy, we got in Liberia. Butter here.
So I know that. Support the rice program. So it's a whole long thing. I'm not going to read it, but just to tell you, Mr. Davis, the government of Liberia is doing, and every time we tell you this thing, Webley, we don't see it.
Amy,
Are
let
you
me
reading
come
on
in.
these things?
Yeah, let me come in.
No, she come on in. Let me come in
No,
first.
you're not coming in. I said,
All
Mr.
right.
Davis. So
Let me
that's so
see some
put
of
it
it.
to you. You said that's the only way that the government can reduce prices.
No,
in
but even that the topic we're on now, or that just one-on-one conversation. That the topic.
Come on now, y'all just that there's a
Yeah,
topic
but
going on. So this is what I even lost my train of thought. But go ahead.
Okay, Amy, let me just talk to you on issue relating to government bringing on millions of dollars to distribute on their cousin and nephew and their nieces. So let me tell you about this. That money you're talking about, it bring even $1 billion in Liberia. It will end up with their girlfriend, their cousin,
Come
their
on,
nephew,
man.
their nieces. it will not end up with the best people. I'm a living witness. I was in Liberia, they gone mass. When Sua Coco was selling the motorball with a BB wagon at the back, right? The people, even I showed them the money that I can buy cash, they were giving it to the people that want to credit it. Because the people that want to credit it,
George. I know what.
The people that want to credit it, they are related to them. I'm not related to anybody when I want to go stay online to purchase that thing Sua Coco. You know the motorball I'm talking about, the one I get a pocket at the back? Who was selling it? Anybody that in Bonkande, they go match. I was there to buy.
So who was selling it again?
Sua Coco.
Who was Sua Coco?
The library, I don't know what kind of agriculture or something. They are planted and they put it planted in there.
Carry, in carry?
Carry, yeah. They were selling it. But they were giving it to people they know. They were not giving it to people that want to buy. At the end of the day,
they'll go buy and get a cord from there. They'll go buy and get a cord from there.
Yeah, cord from there. And then I said maybe they're going to sell it higher on the market. So they come with that, they bring that nephew and say, "Mama, come. Say you want to buy 5. I will put your name down. 1 buy 6. They may not get no money. So that money you're talking about, they say give it to farmer. What kind of farmer is doing to them? They want them that can go stand with collar and breast from here to across the freeway, can PB across it, that they want coming produce rest on the market. They can't even produce right for their own family. One talking about farming, tell the people agriculture too.
Okay, so let me read on. Let me read on. Because you get all over the place with this. I didn't want to read because of the small thing it can hit my eye, but let me try small because you all over with this thing here. And I'm not disputing as far as government in the past since I've been something. But you have to want another administration come to power. I know it's a systematic thing. It's not just going to disappear. But you got to give it a change. You can't just say, that lie. They were not something. No, you don't do that. But you're telling us about something. But wait, let me read on. Because you're talking about the people that you're talking about. That's not
you're not just a doubting Thomas. You're a prophet of doom.
But let me say for fiscal. I'm not big. You don't get me distracted. Let me see if I can zoom it in here bigger. Is that under the okay, from something. Okay, so they say farmers are being supported to cultivate 1,000 hectares of lowland rice in Bumi, Bonk, Grand Bassa, Grand Cape Mount, Margibi, Lofar, Maserado, and Nema County. They say 1,000 hectares. I don't think they're talking about backyard garden like you're saying. And you're talking each farmers will receive 1,000 out of per hectare. So they're not giving it to a 1 acre, 1 lakh person. They're talking about big farming. And I'm pretty sure you know what a hectare, the size of a hectare is. You do know that. With 60%,
they're talking to me, right?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. You don't
know. I got farm. I got 100 acres of farm.
Yeah. Huh?
I got 100 acres of farmland.
2 months when you not make me to lose the place I was at.
Amy, you don't need to read it. I read that before as well. So if you want me to comment, let me comment.
No, you read it, but the audience did not read it. Mr. Davis here giving out false information, telling us that people backyard garden and I just sending up brushing and doing all that. Well, come on now. But go ahead, George.
So I read that press release, and they talk about they were giving them 1,000 per 4 acres of land or something.
I said hectare or something. I just read it.
Yeah, hectare. Yeah, okay.
Trying to twist my narrative already.
Why we sit on this platform because we are for the government, so we say everything the government does is right. I will tell you the same thing happened. If you hear the famous Ben Sanvi story about people going and taking the money that government is giving out for them to do this and do that, and then taking that money and doing something completely different, it exists. It did not start from Wakai. So if you come and sit on a platform and say, because the press statement said that's what truth is happening, then you got serious problem. You need to go and check yourself, because then you are not looking at the historical trend of our country. You are not looking at what they call trend. what has been happening in the country. You are not looking at it. All you want to do is to be bent on political praise singing and be a sycophant. That's what you are. Because you just read press statement and say, yeah, that's true. They give it to the red people. Everything happening in the red. And we cannot talk. And when we talk, we have to say we bad people, we're against the government. That's not the case. Let me tell you, most of the people, they can give the money to them. Some of the people, as they say, they get found. They say that right in Montreal, they call it right, they come down there. Yeah, you get 5 acres of land. Yeah, I get 5 acres of land. They put your knee down, they give you that money, they go behind the house, they get the money from you, you divide the money, you got to go, you go your way. Most of that is going to be happening in this thing here. Most people, they call them farmers, they are subsistence farmers. These people can only farm for them to buy, for they and the children to eat. My parents, my grandparents were subsistence farmers. I used to brush farm every school every school break. I used to go and plant cassava. I used to do every farm work. I know how to do farm. I know to tap on wine. I know to do everything on the farm. We used to do that, but we're not doing it because we went to sell food. The only thing my mom used to sell was the cassava. When we plant, the rest can be coming out, they plant the cassava on the rest. Before we harvest the rest, the cassava is grown, and then we get cassava and brush it, and then we can bring the cassava to town to sell it. So people should not come on here and want to bastardize this conversation and make it to feel as if we get sense when we're talking about this thing, that this thing here, it is just written on paper, but in reality, things are not happening that the way they want to portray them on the paper, and then you say we are bad. That's not it.
Thank you, Josh.
That's not it. So most of the people there, that thing are not going anywhere. That money coming right back again and right Moreover to go sit down in somebody's pocket down there. Thank you.
Thank you, Josh. So first of all, let me tell you something. Maybe you need to control your emotional problem. You got a problem. You need to go check yourself, because if you don't have a problem and wanting to score political points all the time, you will never see other people's points and try to twist it like they already did. Now, I never told you that nothing wrong can happen. All I said here, well, we have a systematic problem. Go back with your clever self and read it and listen to the show before you come here and tell somebody that they're being single or something wrong with them. No,
we even spoke about this on the show.
Here and listen to you. You'll not do that. You will not do that. I sat here and listen to you and spill all the things you had to spill out. So you will listen to me to spill everything that I have to spill out. Okay? Don't come here and come be calling somebody single thing because you want to score a political. Mr. Tony, your opinion is distracting me. Don't come here and come tell somebody say something wrong with them. There's something not wrong with you to come here and want to score political point all the time.
I was not talking to you. I'm talking about.
You were just not be interrupting me. I never interrupted you.
Why are you trying to attack me?
So you will not come on here and talk about something wrong with them. Because they're telling you, say you give the time, there's something on the paper here, that's what it says. And until we can see that, you cannot come here and say, oh, because it ain't happening. Long as we know that. But give them the chance to do it. Then you come here talking about because somebody support government, so they can't read something. They want everything government. Who told you that everything government did was right? You think somebody looking at you who support we are and can't say anything wrong about them? Nobody says that, but I'm reading something here on this paper. And what I'm reading here, until I can see something wrong, go and happen, and it didn't happen, I have no right to sit here and say that, no, it did not happen, or it would not happen because somebody else did not do it. No, I will not submit. But when they don't do it, I will come here and say, but I read it. This is what out there. You cannot come here now and can't tell us, say, no, it's not happening. Because it's something, there are a lot of things happening in the government now that were not happening before. I mean, people you saw going to jail for and being suspended for corruption. We didn't see that. We see that now. We see the road work. Just while getting on helicopters to go campaign or something with everything. We say we're reading for the last 6 years. We see road work going on now. So there are a lot of things. Yeah, our country have a problem. We get it. We know it. But everything you can play politics when you want to twist it on somebody to say that the other person playing politics because they're reading something and say. That's what it says here. If I'm getting a press release from it, you cannot say here who don't know it to tell me for me to listen to you. I'm listening to them. You talking about somebody coming here. They need to check themselves or something. No, you need to check yourself, brother. Let's move on. Formula, come on.
Why you took off or he left?
Go ahead, Formula.
You finished singing?
You sing more. Go ahead, then answer the one you finished speaking.
I don't know why sometimes our brothers will come on a show and think that we going to bring party sentiment ahead of the interest of the Liberian people. This is not a choir. If you want us to sing, if we want to sing song for this administration, we have the pedigree to do that. We have the capacity to do that. But we are not singing any song. We try as much as possible to be very objective. That's the reason why we say this is the most civilized that I've seen. To have an open space that you have the freedom today to sit on the show and talk loosely, quoting the president. People get talk loosely without knowing what they're even talking about. For us to follow a report that none of us on the show yet wrote.
Thank you.
The report that is out there for everybody is a resource material that you yourself can sit in the comfort of your home and go on there and read it. You want to criticize it, they even get placed on there for comment. You can leave a comment there. Then for us to come and share with the ordinary people, our people, that's the reason why we deprive ourselves of sleep around this time. To sit on this show, to give our people the right information so that they can know. Today, you listen to a former minister at the Ministry of Agriculture who served as an assistant minister for research and external services at the Ministry of Agriculture. A young man like you, George, said that it is not his area to make farm because he get garden behind a horse to make potato green and bitter ball. Is that not a slap in the face of Liberians for a minister, an assistant minister at the Ministry of Agriculture? And then you want us here to sit on a show and say, oh yeah, those information we receive, what I will tell Liberian people, there are farmers in Liberia who are receiving funds to help them. We're not saying that they're going to solve all of the rice issue in Liberia. The reason why we have so much burden on the government, it is because of the idea that we don't want to go back to the soil. And the people who complain that, oh, we can't go back to the soil because we don't have the machinery, we don't have the support, we don't have this, that. And that's the reason why the government created the avenue. That's the responsibility of government, so that avenue can be created, so that foreign partner can come and assist in areas of such as these. So those people who come in to give that money, think the people are stupid. You think they did not do that due diligence? Somebody will go say, oh, my sister get a plot of land somewhere, let she go sign for the money, I'll go behind her and go share it. Why you take a Liberian point of view and you take our people who coming outside who genuinely see something in Liberia and say, oh, we can cultivate in the virgin nature of the land in Liberia so that Liberia can be at a point. Look, if Liberia will be self-sustaining, the debate must come from us. Now, you and myself, you work out, man. That's the reason why every night and then when someone does something, you say, oh, we up there, all our way up there. How many people will say, oh, I'm down here? I leave it like that, Amy. I get back to you.
Morris?
Yeah. This idea there to think that everybody in the country, everybody in government are criminals, are rules, are this, so everybody should be crucified. That's a wrong idea, and that's some of the reason.
Evil then. So.
Huh?
I think evil do one thing evil. So. And
that is the reason why. That is the reason why the country continue to be like that. Because when you consider a whole society to be bad, and sometimes they will just remain bad. Some of us will come on the show, not that we're bitter. We just want a good thing. From 2004, when the CDC came, I got a couple of friends. I got a friend who slept on the same bed with big CDC man. Yeah, myself, we were close together. We slept together. We worked together. Even in America, yeah, we're still very close. Sometimes when we are do something, we praise it because for the sake of the country, they don't make it. The country is culturally corrupt, and I have serious problem with that statement. I condemn that statement. I even said, if I was the information on that job where I would take it to the to the ambassador. You cannot install the whole country. Toure, no. Toure now we had conversation on that. On the other side, Super said, no, you can't do that. You can't install the whole entire country. And even when the European ambassador made a statement that Monrovia is the dirtiest state, I mean, I condemn it, because for you to even say that you install the whole country, you know, this when you come up to say, yes, I agree, that people are not honest. Liberians, yes, some of them are not honest. And I agree with what George was saying for the initial intro. Liberians, they are not honest. We agree. Some of them, they're not honest for the most part. But to say, for you to just come on the show and say, oh, Allah, the people giving the money to their girlfriend, that's so petty. They giving money to their girlfriend, that's the government program. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that program is sponsored by something from Senegal or something like that, to sponsor, to give people, to promote, local farmers, to produce. And, so for you to just come up because it's been happening, yes, it's been happening. If people are not correct, if people are corrupt, people are not honest, we can argue that. But to say the government not supposed to do what the government, but like Amy said, sometimes these things been happening. I remember the stimulus package, something, nobody received it. The budget at 30 million. We didn't see one person that received money from the rise that came during the COVID time. We didn't see nobody that received it. So we have this mindset that every time they're having a program like this, nobody will benefit. They will just divide the money among themselves. It's not always the case. For you to have doubt in your country, it's almost like you don't have a country. At least you will have some hope in your country. We can't crucify everybody. I one person who did not see everybody on that job we are government to be Satan. No, I would never see everybody to be evil or to be corrupt. No. I mean, it's the wrong concept for us to be wrong with the concept. Even the people that are having that money, they will say, oh, really? But I mean, it's a good idea. The government come with that program to empower the local farmers. Is very good. I think that was part of the president program. He said, they should stop thinking about on foreign help. They should depend on their own. And by doing so, we have to empower the local farmers so that we can grow our own food. I mean, it's a good program. It's a good idea.
I know it is. People will come out and criticize one thing, and then when you get in to prove that that's thing, there's something that they come out with different thing and this and that. Nobody's saying that something you want to come. Who care about political party? Do I look like I something? I want my country to be better. Until I can see it not happening, if they put it out, they say that's what they're doing, and I've seen some people testifying to it. Who am I to sit here sitting out in the white man land and talking about because I want somebody to come back to power, or I want my party to look good and say, oh, that we get it. Liberia is a mess. We get it. We know that these things have been happening. But should we just sit here and just say that you say it's not happening? We show you that, okay, they said they're doing it to cover it up. Then you said that they went ahead and you crying for the people. You also look at the people in the market. People are going in the market. They're putting the microphone to the people's mouth. They say they're suffering. They say tin prices are high. And then when they say, okay, they're dropping prices again, then you jump, you start crying for the business people. Make up your mind. And stop acting like everybody trying to play politics when it is just you that doing it. But go ahead, Josh. 30 seconds. So can move on to the next thing.
I'll speak you.
The people say when the cap fits you, wear it. And Bob Marley said that many years ago. That is still true. The sycophancy on the show is glaring. And when we call you out, you can put us in the back all you want. You can do whatever you want. It's up to you. But we'll still be resolute in our minds and know that by just reading a piece of paper to us here does not in any way indicate anything, because we know Liberia. When I started this conversation, I started with the people in the banks, Liberians, who steal our money when we put it there. Bankers who should be trusted. They steal our money when we put it there. And then you talk about political appointee who, is there for 6 years and knows that he's there for 6 years and own it. And will not even know that he will be suspended in the next week or so. Let me tell you, people here talking about Arvin Wiese was assistant minister. It sounds like some people say this thing. I say they didn't even. I don't know. They got no experience or anything. Mm-hmm. Being an assistant minister does not tell you that he has to have a farm. Assistant minister is an administrative position. It's just having admin in the office. That's what assistant minister is. Then people say you not get farm, so it's a big thing. They hearing all around the crowd. You not even sort of be an agricultural said to be assistant minister in the agriculture ministry. That paper pushing thing. Let me finish. Then people hear so ignorant to the whole.
I said thank you, and you said let you finish. You didn't finish. All right, Len.
I'm still saying something. I'm in flight. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
So because of the ignorance of our people will come on here and continue to bastardize, and abuse them intellectually. And think that having we just sort of get found because you not get found, so that a bad thing because it's agriculture, it's an assistant minister, you sort of get found. Because you see, if I assistant minister agriculture, I would not even get backyard farm set, backyard gardening. I would not get
Thank you.
And they come on here, they come to all type of thing.
So first of all,
can I get 5 seconds quick?
You will get 5. You're
not getting no 5 seconds.
You're
You'll
not
get
necessarily.
5 seconds. So it's he said when they catfish you, the ignorance given. How can somebody just come from reading of paper? What they say, you come by and tell them and say, if you say it and say they won't happen because you read it, so it happened, then you say they catfish you. That is smart people in there. You just responded to what I read. You talking to me, then you talking about catfish you. Who else was reading on here before cat would face somebody? Y'all stop coming here and stop making yourself smart. You don't talk about this something and stop acting like somebody in grade school and the other person in college. Yeah, having we said something, you had to come by the single fence and showing through. You had to come back and respond because he said something about sedition. Go ahead, family. Let's do it. And he just
I'll speak to you, Amy. I'll speak to you.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Mr. Davis. And then
That David White told you, say not told you.
No, I'm talking to you too.
You come here, having wisdom.
Well, wait, man. You the first person. You the first person that said.
Do your single fence all you want.
You the first person that said the money going to people pocket. Then now you talk.
No, all of your talk. Then I spoke to.
That's not true, Ome.
Go ahead, Mr.
I know if you Ome, if you Ome,
no agree that he talk.
no man, you the first person that talk. You say the money going to people girlfriend.
Go ahead, Ryan, Mr. Davis.
Okay, no problem. I'll come back for Josh.
Somebody said the European community called Liberian people city the most dirtiest cities in the world. And they said the embassy.
That was true though.
Then not somebody. I don't want to say it. Don't say somebody said it. I said it. So what the point there?
Let him mentor in
there. You said the embassy said Liberian people, they are corrupt and they can steal. And to the matter of fact, he said that if I were you, you're going to go to court.
I didn't tell you so. I never said that.
You say you're going to challenge them. You will not.
I never said I'm going to
court. If say anything like that, you will not challenge them. You said it. but let me let you know today. Liberia is a government. They are government. They have all the criteria in the government. They have lawyers. They have thinkers, they have other people that can challenge to talk. But they know that they can't challenge them because it's happening. So no way to challenge it. Because in the fact, we have government was taking the people money from the bank and they got to pull in to stop. Was it not stealing? Was that stealing?
Single family will not say that one.
No.
Was it not stealing?
No, that's not true. When the man said the culture is corrupt. But the man asked me.
But when the man said the culture is corrupt, the government can go corrupt, take the people money from the bank, be using on that side, that's stealing. Who get a bigger culture in the government? You think that a little man? Not a little man. Not me, not you. That the whole government was stealing the money. To do what they want to do with it. When they said they were telling them not lie, you gotta hold your nose and pass. It was true. Everywhere there were people water all on the street. When it rains, you can't go to Central Morovia. You cannot go there.
It's still there.
You will see people coming outside.
It's still there.
I was there recently. So is it lie? Is that the most dangerous today? What the government is allocating. But don't look at the agriculture something we're talking about. Let's say so.
You said talk about the agriculture thing. You want to tell a second. You already talked about
okay, I'll tell you a second.
Right? You said that's not true.
That's not true. Okay. Until I see you, I'm a Darcy Thomas in the Liberian college. How old is Liberia? How old is Liberia? 100, how many years old? You're still talking about beggaress.
What?
You're still get forest all the way surrounding Monserrado. But let
Don't
me get
forget we're
violent.
fighting 14 years of civil war. So don't civil war something. What did y'all do, Mr. David? Tell me about it. Your generation, what did y'all do?
Amy, please don't get my point. Let me take my 30 seconds quick. Let me take my 30 seconds.
My generation was in war. I couldn't do anything. We were fighting war.
What war?
The Liberian War. I was born in the 70s.
What was your
I was
generation?
born in the 70s. And Liberian got war 89.
The 70s, the early one, the late one.
The late one, that May one. One thing I know, working during my time, I was students. I was still high school student in me and what did they say? Akara Gray, Mo Ali was my junior student. Akara Gray was my senior student. Yes.
And you
Mo
were
Ali was my junior
recruited.
student. Akara Gray was my senior student.
And you were recruited.
To go where? To go for a war? Most of our buildings were occupied by doing war. When the war coming, all the people then can kind of occupy the school building. When they go all out here, then can disappear. And
you were recruited. Were you recruited?
To do what?
Yeah, crazy to that. All right, Mr. Larry, go ahead, Pamela. Finish up. Let's jump down.
Look, Amy.
30 seconds.
They said the good is often interred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. Look, whenever you see us quoting what we read directly from what we hear directly from the voices of the people, and when we relate it on the show, other people misconstrue, and then they try to caution our thinking. Then now we have to take a step back and let them know that because Liberia is a society where people do not see you. Why you think that people look at lawmaker and think it's the responsibility of lawmaker to be rule, to be tolerate in community and other things?
What they lie to the people.
Yeah, because of that's exactly. You know that. So why do you think that somebody who work in agriculture at the agricultural ministry not supposed to be connected to having farm? We know from the term of reference from the holistic point, I am an educated man. I know that it's an administrative position, but he said it, and I was quoting exactly what he said. I said, this is a young man who served in a position where he should be making policies. He should be helping in research on how Liberia and how Liberian farmer can help in food security and how Liberia can become self-sustainable. Ask the man what exactly he left over there. They asked him that question today, and he deviated. 6 years in a position, not a single policy paper that you can see. This is not just sitting down and yelling and screaming on social media and making content. We know these guys are content creators. They have reduced themselves to be content creator. Today they are putting all challenges. Say, "Oh, go use my sound." We got about 70,000 people now using the sound. These are content creators. So we are not talking about content creator, the judge there. We are talking about people. See, Jordan know about monetization on Facebook. See, I said don't know about monetization on Facebook. I can't agree, and having we said know about monetization. They get come on the blue app every now and then and spew garbage, and people who have limited understanding will be running around with it. They say in the name of propaganda. How will you be saying propaganda and tell people say, please leave a comment, share it to group chat and other things? I already know that there's small money that Facebook.
What the papers you wrote? What the papers you wrote? Don't only say what the farm you get. It ain't make no sense. So ask somebody for farm when they pay the assistant minister. I get administrative position there.
People asking what's the contribution you made to having your farm?
Yeah, but that was not the
what's
question.
the contribution? And your contribution was He couldn't be
So are you having visa now?
He
Are you being a
posted
single
But I
finger
listen
for
to the show.
having
They see
visa?
when you read the paper and you are
Are you
convinced
being
that what
a
it is true.
single finger for
I
having
listened to
visa now?
I listened to the interview and that was not a
Tell
question.
people here, man, and he
What
did
did
it.
he say? Avin Wisa said that he has a potato green garden and Birabo.
That's
He
what
said
he
it's not his
said.
responsibility to make. That's what I'm telling you.
But
Y'all
that
know
is
George
responsibility
Weaver.
to make farm. That is responsibility. Even your how to go and say your
It's not his
minister of
responsibility
agriculture, your minister of
to grow
agriculture,
his own food.
he or she get farm. She not get farm. It's not food for you to get farm. You support people who get farms. That's what you do.
They didn't suppose somebody that get farm.
Yes.
Where?
And he has seen it. He has seen on the show. You are not listening. You're only listening for the potato green farm. That's what you're listening for. Because Pagon, you don't get potato green farm.
You had a political listening something. He has the other side. I don't know both of you who or something. But what I said, I didn't hear him say anything when they asked him that question. He dashed it. He never said anything about that.
And
the minute laugh or living. That's what they do.
Oh, the same thing that Bwaga doing. It's just like a repeat of what George Weah did. Because they gave farmers money.
The farmer George Weah had in Sando content that was supplying everybody their rights.
I am telling you the same way.
You never had nothing.
Money to farmers, George Weah gave money to farmers as well.
The 15 hectares of farm that George Weah had in Sando content when you say you're feeding everybody there that we can't see the farm today.
George Weah became president before he built a hut in Sando in Kwankru. He became president before he built all that. Bwaga had horse in Lofa before he became vice president.
And he what about the Bapolo or which one the other place?
No, that family horse though. Bwaga horse were being rented by NGO. The NGO was renting Bwaga compound.
All you want to do, that's all you can here for. To be single fan, they say Bwaga did that.
Bwaga get farm. Bwaga have farm. Bwaga get farm in Bomi County. I've been there.
Farming everything before he became president.
Bwaga have farm in Bomi County.
Thank you.
Why you get on the farm?
Just stop the name calling. Stop the name calling. Just forget about.
He had a house in Bomi. He had a house in Lofa, and he got a farm.
Let's move on. Forget about that thing.
Bwaga houses in Lofa. Bwaga get a big compound in Lofa was being rented by NGO.
You know,
stop the names calling and just stick to the issue.
Let's move on.
Oh, now you want to move on. We shouldn't talk about the truth now. You want to move on.
He had a football club and he broke it down.
What?
He had a football club, he broke it down.
Football club.
He had spoke something to boutique.
How about the neck club get on Benson on get it on
football?
Everything had a breakdown. Even a horse that was nasty broke down.
What Bwaga had?
Bwaga get farm on Johnny Highway.
Employing people. When Costa are not going to be feeding him, you are going to be president today.
That's not true. Nobody fair him.
You are going to be president.
Nobody fair him.
You are living on loop from Ben.
Who was feeding Bwaga?
And what you are doing?
Who was feeding Bwaga?
I know you are living with Bwaga. So you know
Bwaga saying he's feeding George Weah now for George Weah benefit that he's getting, that the government is getting him. Can Bwaga say that he the one feeding George Weah because he giving him benefits of George Weah now as the former president? Can he says that as well? Because your tradition that what in your head. When they
let's move
if George Weah, we're not gonna say Bwaga, they're gonna say he's God. You are not going to die. You are not going to do this because he's taking a benefit from the government that was used for him. And your tradition run around with it like George Weah power.
But post-cancer was feeding saying America, now the people money were hijacking it.
But the same people money were hijacking. They were using the feed Bwaga. And buy outside co-student.
Post-cancer now you want to feed say when you were here.
Let move on, Mama. Let's move on.
No. We want to bring the single fences. So you want to be using where you don't know where it's going to be. But let's move on. So today, Musa Belede is crying wolf, y'all. Musa Belede is crying wolf. You want to speak English and you know the meaning, we'll tell you the meaning. Today, so Musa Belete, we're coming to go to the other one over here, George again. He will come bring different thing in it. In a very condemnation, Musa Belete, owner of Stremet oil and gas company, has accused the Liberian government of launching a direct attack on Liberian entrepreneurship, whatever that means. The accusation followed the government drastic decision to slash petroleum storage fee from 35 cents to a mere 2 cents per gallon. Damn, that's a little steep. no, I'm crying. So, Brenda, the move a harmful maneuver explicitly designed to shut down homegrown businesses and divert revenue away from the Liberian terminal operators to the state-owned Liberia Petroleum Refinery Company. This is a deliberate plot to weaken Liberian ownership and silence innovation ability asserted. It's not just businesses. This decision threatens our national energy security and will devastate Liberian jobs and families who depends on these sector. So, guys, same thing we're just saying here, right? About this market thing. So the government that we listened to Senator Moi today, from before we had time, right? The storage fee was 20 cents per gallon, right? On a gallon. When we had became president, it went to 30 cents, then 35 cents. Belete demo. So when the government came to power, the Senate had a joint, committee. They brought everybody in, all the actors, the importers, the LPRC, all of that. All the business people like Musa Belete did it. And they did an investigation about this price because the consumer, the importers were having problem, right? They were complaining about the price that is too high on them, the storage fee and all the one. And so they did an investigation on the whole thing, and they concluded that and suggested that they should cut the price down. It was too high. They should cut it down to 10 cents per gallon, and they sent it to the president. So after the president, I guess, reviewed the whole thing and went through the whole report and everything, he found out that it was so high and cut it down to 5 cents. And Honorable Belete, he got in his feelings. They're targeting him, they're doing this, they're doing that. This is what we're saying again about bringing release on the people who are bringing in these things. If you charge your importer 35 cents, guess who are paying those prices, guys? The motorbike riders, the taxi driver, all of these people. And what happened? As you go into Pleaboden, George's hometown, you go into Lofa, George's other hometown, you go into Webley, Mr. Dare, where you from?
I'm from Bon County, the greatest city.
Mr. Dare hometown, you go into Morris, Nima County or Bon County? Lofa County. You go to Cape Man, family hometown. You go to Martian territory. So all of these things, these people are paying these high prices and they are complaining, right? So the government saw the need to it, like we said. These people are exploiting our people. And these things, Musa Belete are making like 36 million a year. And all of these things. So coming up now, this move seems like I know that the importers are happy. The people who are paying these 35 cents on the gallon to somebody that were complaining to the government, they are happy. But Musa Belete, this guy who wants to be president, this guy who's going to be the new breed, who's going to be the change, who's going to be the difference, something that they make him out to be, he's upset. He calling the government out, and he making it seem like, the whole thing about war and economics crime code, right? The late Prince Johnson. When they talk about war and economics, then it's all about me. No. So, I mean, Famila, let's hear you. Let's start from you on this one here. And is Musa Belede ready for the people, or is he crying for his pocket? Like, you know, we know our Liberian politicians to be holding. You know, we love the people. We do that. They steal for them to go ahead, but then when it's time for them to dig in their own pocket, now they got problem with it. Then they don't love the people anymore. Talk to us.
Look, I mean, when rain falls, does it fall on only one roof alone?
Absolutely not.
So the issue about somebody group of guys working together and one person just jump a morning and say, "Oh, like you fat," it clearly indicates that that person has something to do with the fat. The person who running a morning friend and say, "Oh, my man, like you fat, like you fat." Yeah, the person who fat can be the first to smell it. So the issue about the prices of basic commodity, we told you that the president of the Republic of Liberia listens, and when he set up the committee to evaluate the state of the economy, this is one of the components. Gasoline, the hiking in the price of transportation, basic fare. This is the problem Liberian people crying with. We used to, back in the days, we used to pay $20 from Douala to Broad Street. But today,
I got the link in the comment section. You can click on that. Sorry.
You pay almost $150. And today, you can also see, because of desperation, Liberian people want to hurry to go to town. So exploitation will be used, even if there is a circular that go around and say the fare from Douala to Broad Street should be $50 based on the giving rate and other things. People will still want to exploit the Liberian people because this is the culture that we have. But for Musa Belete that we know to be crying wolf today, it is because how many companies that we have? We have Streamers, we have Connect, we have Aminata. You have more than 5 to 6 different types, and of importers.
No, not just one person.
But Musa is crying because they have investigated that there have been a lot of money being made. Musa has been accumulating $4.4 million in excess. They made some millionaire. That's why you see them maybe bragging around, be going all around. Now the government trying now to say the Senate. In fact, it was not the government when the issue came about.
Well, the Senate is part of the government.
I mean, there's a separate branch, but I mean, it emanated from the Senate, not from the executive, because wait a minute, I'm trying to put something together. It emanated from the Senate, and he is putting his attack on the executive. When Musa Belete starts his conversation, he's not discussing this issue as a businessman, he's discussing it as a politician. And the other people, that's the clear demarcation that you can see. The difference between a business and a politics, a businessman and a politician. Musa Belete want to be both the referee and the player. And this is the reason why in past government, nobody they became the golden egg, the untouchable egg. Nobody can touch them because of this particular thing. Now we have a government where the president is very robust in allowing those people who think that they are untouchable to be, to be dealt with under the law. They're taking it to be as an affront. So now the Senate investigated, they sat around the table, they knew what the Liberian president said, look, this thing should come from the House of Elders. You go and sit and discuss it. Let's find a way to see how best we can mitigate some of the challenges we have. And we can't have one person among all the other people that get backing all around the area as if that they took. And if you look at the breakdown, I mean, I wish we had a chat. You could see that nothing was taken away from Musa Belete. It was the C35 that was just distributed around, and it was breaking down into different segments. And now that we have something that we call social funds, and going
Right.
road maintenance for the maintenance of the equipment and other things
And everything.
for the yellow machine. Now all I want to hurting them because now it have reached a place where coming to a place where the Liberian people are seeing that they are going to be a direct benefactor. I don't know why
Thank
people
you,
so
Formula.
Thank
angry.
you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Formula.
People are so angry when it comes to the people who who claim to be leader wants to serve. When it comes to them benefiting, you're angry. They did not take that money from you. They did not take it from you at all because you, Musa, have a right to import. I see that you distributing. Musa is eating double portion. He's bringing gas. He's storing. At the same time, he's distributing. Till if I not even double portion, you triple portion. So
Thank you so much.
he's still eating. He's still making money. But because of that particular one that they said, now we're sticking you to your fast cent.
Double that when you
Now the
want to eat.
one that he don't want, and he backing all around the area. But I'm happy that President Baraka gave the opportunity to the House of Senate to look into the matter, and they can come up with a plan so that Liberians can benefit. If they benefit, that means the country will elevate. Then Nasa will cool down. Musa said he will shut down
Thank you.
his station, and he said there will be crashing. But I'm happy today that the MD said if he shut down, there are other business people who here in Liberian government in
Absolutely.
this clash.
Thank
When
you.
you stop that, we'll pick it up from where you start.
Go ahead, Josh.
Look, I was listening to this argument on Spoon, but then I fell asleep. Because usually it comes on about 6 a.m. here, 5:30 to 6 a.m. here, and I fell asleep. So I haven't really grasped the idea of whether, because they said the storage fee was 35 cents. Now they are reducing it to I think 20 cents or 5 cents. Which one? I mean,
20. Well,
20.
in everything, like with all the road maintenance and all of that, everything come up to 20 cents. But the storage fees is going to be 5 cents and then stuff, 4 or 5 cents.
But before, what it was before it come 5 cents now per gallon.
35 cents with everything.
Well, 35 cents. So 35 cents to reduce to 5 cents. Is that correct?
No, to 20 cents in all.
Oh, okay. All right. So look, the thing is, for me,
welcome, George Underwood.
Thank you.
I am for having, low prices and fair go for every Liberian. That is making sure that prices are affordable for our people and people can afford things. And the more people can afford things, the more they will have little pocket change to take their children to amusement parks to do these things, to make life at least enjoyable like we have on the side. Like I can take my son to go play football, do these things. You know what I mean? I want that. However, before you can venture into these things, you must be prepared. The threat that Musa gave that when he shut down, chaos will be in the market, that's true. Even for the MD to answer that question, he was very hesitant. And you can take it or leave it, there will be a problem. But here is how I think the government, like I said, for the rights as well, that it could do to have this thing settled. The economic law or the supply and the demand, the law says the more the supply, the less the price will drop. If the government open it up, anybody who got the money come and build tanks for storage. If they got 50 tanks, Musa charging 35 cents, nobody will come to him. And people that say, oh, my tank can be empty and I'm feeling bidding, I spent $3.4 million to build my tank, then it can be empty because I won't carry my price up. People will bring the prices down, and then before you can say, Musa, naturally the price will drop. But if you don't have enough tanks, they say you want to control them. When they say they're stopping it, that a free will, that their own money they use to build their tank. They can say, okay, we putting fuel in your tank again. The ship then will kind of stop over the sea. And when the ship over the sea and if not uploading, they're charging the person that get up fuel in that ship. And then price will go up on the market again. These things are common economic sense. But the thing is that for people, they are looking at the end result. They are not looking at the process. And when you talk about the process, they say, oh, you don't get sense because you're talking about the process. But the thing is that people got to be very careful how they make these decisions. While I do not know the entirety of the policy that they want to implement, because I was still asking you a question just now, what I do think is that even for rice, open the market, let more people. people be able to bring rest. When the rest plenty on the market, the price will naturally drop. Government, make any policy, it will drop. When they get more things, the price will drop for storage. Naturally, nobody has to go and beg anybody. People even be begging for me, can't put your free in my tank. Can't put your free in my tank. The same way when you go buy food, they can say, can't buy my food, can't buy my food. People say, can't put free in my tank. And when you put the fee there, you and the person negotiate the point, you can pay lesser than you will pay to the other person. So the more the supply, the price will drop. That's a law. They're not George Wither saying it. So I think that's what the government should be looking at, because it's a long-term, how they call it, long-term strategy. They think they are doing that short-term strategy. Because if this man shut his place down, few shortage on the market.
But is Musa the only one with a tank in the country?
No, but let's say they are only four. You get the largest.
And LPRC is up now too.
Okay, but why the LPRC managing director could not with straight face say, yeah, close your place down? We'll see. He was hesitant. He had listened to that show. He was hesitant to answer that question.
Thank you.
There is a possibility. There is a probability that when Musa shut down his business, there will be few classes in the country, and we don't want that, because someone will go in that country. When I want to stay inside the road, do that day. We get our cars that want to be.
We was telling you all the way over to do George Reactor. We can do it, Musa. Thank you. What happens at the
we do that. Inside Conway. We don't want to do that one. We get our cars that want to drive, and that's all we want to do.
You.
So I hope the government comes up with a really good policy and not trying to artificially control prices. We will continue to bring a lot of havoc on our people, because prices will go up. Anyhow, it's a short-term plan. It's not a long-term plan. Thank you.
Yeah, when they were talking about Social Security and whatsoever, like I went to go get my Social Security card from Liberia, like here. Liberia Social Security.
See, Lloyd, I came out and you all the way up there.
Okay.
Okay, you okay then?
So the Social Security card is nothing. The money that only in another time wait for in Liberia said. They were taking money from all in Liberia for Social Security. And they were taking that money, they were eating it. They were not giving no Social Security money. So most of the people they need to audit them when they talk about Social Security.
They have brush for like, bro.
Yeah, most of the people they need to audit them for Social Security. We need to go to each of the company that asking the people Social
That's
Security.
true, yeah. If
they audit all of them. Yeah. Because some of them will say Social Security, they call out money from you, you go to Social Security and get fast in there.
Yeah, that's wrong.
At the end of the day. And another thing, I want the thing on the platform for us to submit to the lawmaker, for them to move that money they can make after they retire or after they beat them in election. When they beat you in election, they don't need to pay you any money.
No.
It means you lose the election. But they make the law in a way that when you're not there, you say they pay. That law is going to, in the next 30, 50 years, the government going to be overcrowded. You don't even need to say, you say employing people say. And the population is going to be increasing. Why is he paying all lawmakers from 2000 to 2000 that he paying all lawmakers then? So all that one, you to move it. When you're not lawmaker, no pension for you because they beat you on the fee of play. Mm-hmm. So what made you to be that you qualify for a worker or African combination when they beat you on the fee of play? So it's going to be like that. But let's look at Musa Belete. Actually, I don't know what happened transpired between Musa Belete and the vice president. I tell them they were very good friends. When we were operating, our with Sherry Adala, the man like Kunes, our administrative assistant, were on Kerry Street, that new Fuller building before fire service. That place had an office there. That place streamer, everything was air before streamer moved across the bridge. We all were down there. My boss man was into agriculture. Sherry Adala is agriculture, but the man like Kunes. He loved agriculture. He got a degree in agriculture. He was economic advisor to Joe Boakai when Joe Boakai was vice president. But I don't know what happened between Streamex and Joseph Boakai, but they were very good friends. We were trying to take over the Boakai farm and the Guthrie Rubber Company. That is one we wanted to manage. That's not the rubber then were there plenty. So, but I don't know what happened. What happened? Something expired. But Musa Belete lied today. Like he was not selling, he never had gas station, which was a lie. He had gas station on, I don't know that, 10th Street. That's one of the street. He has Streamex there. It used to be the Streamex. Then he said no, he didn't have gas station there. And Musa Belede used to get a gas coupon for government. Ellen Johnson then getting an ID for promoting running what they call that. Where Musa Belede get his riches from? Because all the government employees then used to get gas slip from Streamex. Myself, I wasn't to the airport. I had Streamex gas slip. The people used to buy our gas from. They were across the bridge.
So Musa was working in Ellen Johnson study government?
He was not working directly, but he was selling the gas coupon. So he was making more money. You know, government was giving him a contract to sell gas coupon.
Okay. I thought he was of the FIFA thing. I don't know how I thought you were working in the government.
Yeah, when he was working FIFA, he was working in the government. But at the same time, he was that Streamers man where was selling gas coupon.
That's why I wanted to ask that question, right?
Yeah.
Musa wasn't concerned about the Liberian business people at the time. You working in government, and then you in the government, and you got a government contract too.
Yeah.
Isn't that a conflict of interest? Isn't that what we always talking about?
No, they don't talk about it when in a favor.
Okay.
You know that Liberia when in a favor. I mean, today, if I fire you, the only time you will talk about me, how about our wiki. But the time you're working with me, working fine, I will not wiki. But the time I fire, I say, Amy, you are being fired. That time how I used to go grand children with clean, you can explain all our story.
Thank you.
So like how Liberia looking. So in Liberia situation, we gotta be very, very careful. And when they say price gonna drop, somebody talk about the 10 farm. If everybody cannot open 10 farms or free people, that place too small for everybody to open 10 farms.
Right.
If they want to open 10 farms, let some people open sandals, some people open and Grand Bazaar and other places can open 10 farms there. But not that one free people, it's too congested, you can't open 10 farms all over the place.
Morris?
You know, before I talk about the mobility issue, which I'm not going to talk much on it, let me say this, right? Out of condemning everything somebody say, when somebody talking, just pay attention. For
problem, man.
For a foreign diplomat to say Liberian culture is corrupt, he misspoke. Because when you say Liberian culture, you are talking about the Vai culture, the Bassa culture, the Pele culture, the Gyo culture. These are the cultures that comprises of Liberian culture. So when you say the Liberian culture is corrupt, by extension, you are insulting, you are saying the entire country is corrupt. He misspoke. When you say the government corrupt, that we can little bit argue at that, even though you're not supposed to say that. But if you say that, it's little understanding because everybody in the country not in the government. So he understand that. He misspoke. When you were talking, I listened to everybody. When the European ambassador said the country is dirty and stink, he's not supposed to say it. He know he misspoke, so he apologized. My argument was that as a government official, you were supposed to condemn. He
misspoke, or you are trying to be politically correct?
He misspoke. That's not his error to say. Okay. That's not his error. He apologized. He apologized because he knows that he misspoke. That's not his error. So when people talking, just pay attention when somebody talking. You cannot come and insult the whole generation. No, somebody must be there to say, no, you're wrong. That person can be the ordinary citizen that can see through what you say. They got the right to tell you, say you're wrong. So some all condemn the ambassador. So the Musability issue, I think Famula plays a role. Yeah, he actually plays a role. Look, what do we have a government for? The government said we are doing this, and the proceed to that will go towards the common people. It will go towards the development of the country. It will go towards the Musability. Just angry, and it's not even restricted to Musability. It's restricted. It's just to everybody. Why Musability is the only person ranting all around, you know. But like, not to take much time on this, Famula plays it well. Musability, I don't really want to comment on it because we have a government, and the government will do it. What is right for the people? The proceeds will go towards other development. It will not go to one person. How can you be making 4.7 million every month? One person? No, it's not fair to the country.
Thank you. Welcome, George. On this topic, what is your not you, Rita? We're talking about Underwood. Welcome and go ahead.
Hi, Emily. Hi, the panelists. First, when you guys were talking about uh, prices and regulations and what have you, I heard somebody saying that the government has nothing to do with prices in the market or on the market. I don't know.
I said it.
Yeah,
Explain it to you.
I would disagree with you. If that you did it, I would disagree with you. You see, the commerce ministry responsible for that. When I was a little boy, my grandma was, I think, head of the marketing association. We were there in Waterside. When the prices of rice started to fluctuate, going up and down, the cup and the summer cup, the people try to like or do their own thing. So when they take the summer cup, they'll put a milk cup, the condition milk cup, pull it in it so that less quantity of rice should go there and sell to the customers. So whenever the people responsible from the commerce ministry come around, they will take the cost on the back and try to harvest ABCs. So that is a correction that Ministry of Commerce, they have the right to control prices on the market. Two, the issue of saying, I think saying names and on the show, this person died, that person died, saying personal things, I don't think is right. You know, you know that things right now is not too far in Liberia. I'm not in Liberia, talking to you now, talking to Washington. So if I sit in Washington D.C. and blackmail people or say things about people out there in Liberia, you don't know who's watching. You, I'm talking about this guy with a yellow shirt. He tried to prioritize the sedition. The other guy, the Arsenal shirt, tried to prioritize.
A man called the man by name. The man need it.
No, I can't see the
Oh,
name.
Mr. David, let the man talk.
You know,
I'm
so
interrupting. Go ahead.
other people started to introduce themselves. They were indirectly. They were having it indirectly. I mean, that was being very egotistical. I mean, I don't think what the show made for. They show made for the Liberian people. We should
Right.
on behalf of the country, and we say good about the country, we say bad about the country. So when we're on this platform or any other platform, we should know what we are doing. Thank you, Amy.
No problem. Do you have anything to say about the Musability issue?
So the Musa Birede issue, I don't want to be very personal on it. Musa Birede is a I'll call it man living like bureau or businessman. He been businessman from I don't know when. He got money, he got this, but it's not something that I heard somebody say. I think the guy, Mr. Derry there, I can still see him. I think this man believing in inflation. That's what I think. He believes in inflation because when inflation comes, that's when businessmen make money. Yeah, because there can be no price control. And I heard he talking about gas coupons and gas slaves and all that stuff. I mean, he was enjoying that because Musa Berede sold gas coupon or gas slave to him or gas card or whatsoever. He was like paying less for it and getting more gasoline. So
Not
that
true. Not true.
So he said he was working at he was a what? Aviation what?
huh?
Mr. David? What we
Logistic manager.
All right. What's
so
it?
I was like, yeah. So he was getting a government
Mr.
a gas slip,
Mr.
which are being processed by Musability, I guess.
Yeah, my other government Mr. Dewey, I think believe in inflation and he should try to do away with that.
I never created inflation.
So let me tell you, I did a little Google search here, right? And I asked a question: does the government have right to control prices on the market?
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Google said yes.
Yeah.
Right? It said government can legally control prices in the market through mechanism like price stealing, and that's what we're just talking about, right?
Even
Setting a
here,
minimum price and
let me
price
here
floor.
in America, even here in America, you go to the street, you buy anything, or use a can of pump, the price will come there. It is
Right.
government control price.
You can't just have people in the country, like let's say for rice, bag of rice. Then a person come and say the bag of rice should be $40. Then the government also sit and say, oh yeah, because they are business people that are something, so they should keep it like that. I don't think so.
Amy, can I say something quickly, please?
30 seconds.
I should go ahead.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah, George. Look, I understand what you are going at, and the good thing is that when we say the economic forces or the market forces should determine the price, is exactly almost what you said. There should be a minimum price and a maximum price ceiling, right? That you cannot go above, right? But in the middle, there should be variety of prices. Guess what happens? The lower the price, the more people will come to buy. That's economics, right? So government can say, yeah, you cannot sell more than this price. Yeah, you can sell less than this price, because when you do it, the other people that are selling in the middle here, if you sell that lower price, people will come to buy from you and they will not buy from you, even though they're doing the right thing, right? They're getting that goods the right way, they're paying the same taxes you're paying, but because you're selling too low, everybody coming to buy it, nobody buying from them. So it will not be fair on them. So you can only sell the least price you can sell is this, and the higher price you can sell is that. So in the middle of that, there's variety of prices. You see
Yeah,
it? That's
but
how economics work. But if you come and say, everybody must sell this price, that's not price control. That is just complete. I don't know. That's complete.
That
I
is
don't want
price
to say
control,
I don't
George.
want to come. I don't want to say the name I want to say. But in economics,
Why
that people
not?
set it and people know that you can set a price ceiling, which is nobody can go above it. And we can set, you get a minimum price where people cannot go below that minimum price, right? But it should be between that. But in between that, there are variety of prices. So that means your less your price, people will come to buy from you, and that economic can determine who buys more, and then the people normally they will flow to you. The people setting the
Thank
price
you.
high now in the
Yeah,
middle, they will conform to a price because they want people to buy from them as well.
Josh,
Because the more the goods stay in
Thank
their
you.
warehouse, the more the
Josh,
goods will
yeah,
the more
Amy,
the
let me
goods
say something to what you
Thank
say.
you.
Let me say something to what you say. People were trying in the comments or statement they were making, were trying to define business. Business is a transaction of goods and services to maximize profit. Now, prices determination comes from, and if you want to stable that prices on the market, there should be surplus. What do I mean? Like probably 2 days ago, President come and rest should move from $1 to 25 cents. How long would that be? When you check in the Freeport of Moravia, there is no enough rest to maintain the price on the market. So if Mr. David, get 2,000 bags of red that he bought for $45 to sell at $55, the rest price drop, what you do? He keep his rest in your warehouse because you know the government will not maintain that price. So as soon as the rest go off the market, Mr. David pull it out instead of $55 now to get $5 profit. He said it's $65.
Exactly. Exactly. And you joining me now, you see? I like that.
let me come in. Look, George, I don't think you guys trying to get everything mixed up here. This is not the nature of the show tonight. We are not going to sit and George, you are not an economist. I don't know where you came from with this thing about
So I have
economic
one
policy.
elective class, one
And the
elective class.
economic thing you're doing, every minute George is discussing about
So it
how
is like
price
economists
inflation.
now.
You just think that the government just wake up and just say we're going to reduce the price of this. It's just thing it just came out of the blue moon. This is president. We are going on almost the president. We are going on a university campus and now free tuition. We are even consulting the finance ministry. We are even consulting the board of trustee and discussing it with the administrative board. And it become a very chaotic thing to run the university. We are not in the space of that governance anymore. We have a government who does due diligence, do investigation. We not That economy, I don't know where you take out of voodoo economics from.
Is that the same government
That
that
is
is
the-
appointing people at DEA and dismissing them one after the other?
Wait a minute,
That is
George.
the
Yeah, because they don't fit. If
Wait a
they
minute.
did something disruptive, he dismissed them. There's no skin in that.
any policy they come up with
The
a correct
prerogative of the
policy.
president.
If
There
they
is
get-
no
if they get
policy
that
to
personnel
prevent
wrong,
anybody.
if they
Just
get personnel
Miller,
wrong,
man, free
they can't get
talking.
policy wrong. Are you trying to
George,
tell us that they are infallible?
George,
There is no
George,
policy
George,
to
again.
hire somebody. Let him finish.
Again, there are many things.
What
Thank
you
God you
mute
did not
me
even.
for? Just for me to say
Because you're
something,
talking
you muting me?
over him. You were talking here. He didn't say one
No,
word.
no,
Why
I
you
just
let him talk?
interjecting. I just
Why you
interjecting.
you body rate? Why
You
interjecting?
talk
Okay,
like
man,
you
so.
Everybody
get dropped.
It can be little people on the show.
Easy.
There's
No,
that
yeah,
easy.
you get your
You start
feelings.
muting them.
Let him finish. When you doing your closing, come back for him.
But man, George, you buy what your issue. They show you know issue on me. You did
You
not
were
show me.
coming when you doing your closing.
Go ahead,
If
go
you
ahead.
Come
Come
back over
on.
here, noisy.
Yeah. My friend and brother George, oh, what issue he say interjecting you money rate. I think what say Amy did I repo you closer to her. He put you all the way on the fire. He said for to be money rate. I'm happy. You know what? Now one of the reasons why I'm happy right now that President Weah did not bring you anywhere closer to your government. Kept you in Australia there so you can be global chair and be over there, selling patent t-shirt. And it won't just good for you. So that little economy, to sell patent t-shirt, hey, you come on the show to be telling you, and to can't tell us say government role. You don't understand the rudimentary of government. The particular issue that going on that you're saying that people going to keep rest in warehouse or people will keep that rest away. The government already done that. Who told you the government not get information about the amount of rest are in the country? Who told you that? Why do you think the president have had series of meetings with the rest importers? How do you think the vice president is having meeting with the frozen food, having meeting with Abijale, having meeting with the gas people? Every sector of the Liberian economy is being visited because every part of the economy that affects the fabric and the living condition of our people.
Let me ask you a question. Do you know the problem between
Where you go change your share color for? Because people talking about the share color.
that it's getting here with us holding on me. So do you know the problem between Stanton Waterspoon and Giuseppe Baka today?
Oh God, that one I don't probably know, brother. That personal do don't know nothing about it.
I want to call deep secret. I don't know about it, and I don't want to know.
That man said they're trying to bring something, nothing.
So why are you talking about that? I know something about it. It's just
people that pressing us, they want to know any deep secret. They want to know anything. They just want to know the something and carry it.
The deep secret about Stanton and President Bouaka is not putting food on the table for the ordinary Liberian people. We are not going to dignify. We are not going to dignify that. Go for it, settle it. It's almost there for us to sit down here and can't say, oh, why must you go settle dispute between our father and son? Still don't know how to, with all the things that going on, still can still call. Yeah, he can still call the president. Still call the kid government official. And still not call the MD today for LPRC. He called the Senator Prince Moe today on his show. He's still talking with the people. So that's their own problem. They can face it. I'm talking about the issue that is confronting the Liberian people. That is what we're discussing. If the issue of rice, which is a political commodity that we're discussing today, if people want to weaponize it in the country, the government has the power and has the bazooka or the ballistic missile to counteract any reaction from any element who will want to undermine the existing reality of the Liberian people.
In the free market.
Let me say this, right?
Can we just
they're not allow me to finish. Anytime I want to take my 5 seconds to finish, Josh will interrupt.
I know. That's what I said. Something. All right. Let Morris come in and we'll do our closing. We gotta go.
Man, we gotta sleep. It's after 12, man. After 12.
I said that's something.
Let me get back to you. Let me get back to you. So that man in that yellow t-shirt can rest about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
can I come in?
This thing we are talking here is clear, right?
Some.
Yeah, no, that Morris speaking, George. You don't speak too many times. Let Morris speak so we can do our closing. The way you're closing.
Yeah, when we come here, we're not only speaking to each other here, we're speaking to people out there that are listening to us. For me, I don't know anybody on the show personally, and I don't think anybody here know me. When I say something here, it's not about anybody here, just about what I see. Right, you can correct me. No, there's no issue. But to make it like it's a battleground, then I don't see it that way. And the brother plays it well. Look, every institution has a government. No institution can govern itself. That's why we have government. This issue of the price thing, we've been talking about it for almost like 2-3 days now. The brother George have been condescending, train talk. People supposed to he say all those things, but for me, those things I'm not moved by those things. The only problem I got because of the sanity of the show for me. But other than that, within my very self, I've been through all those things. It's not nothing to me. We have government, we have commerce ministry. For you to even say commerce ministry only there to check price to inspect goods.
No, inspire goods.
No, I didn't say
Yeah.
so. I didn't say so.
No, not you.
Now you brought up.
George, you're not teacher.
Yeah, he plays the word. Josh in the middle plays the word. Government is there to regulate certain time when the need arises for them to step in. That's what you got government for. That's why you got the commerce ministry. And for somebody to say no way government can regulate price, I don't get that argument. I think for me, I'm exhausted. I had enough of this argument. You can have whatever. Yeah, let's just seriously.
Let's start with your closing.
With me, right? Okay.
Well,
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem. I think it was a good show. We'll come here every time to just talk. We're all in a learning curve. There's no chest beating here about what you know. We don't know each other. We don't know each other capacity. So the idea of beating chest for me, it just sounds funny, but we'll come here every day to just say our own, and at the same time we'll learn. It's just that sometimes it's hard to learn from arrogant person. Regardless, I don't care what you know. When you place yourself in an arrogant position, it becomes hard for people to learn from you. But other than that, I'm willing to learn from anybody. Like I said, we're all in a learning curve. There's nobody who's a master of everything. Even when you have master in economy, you still got limitation in that very area where you master in. So we'll come here every day to just talk, and learn and pull it out there the way we see it better. But it was a good show. Thanks to everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Darius.
Okay, we'll still go on the economic side of our discussion tonight for me.
Hey man, how you jumping so? After I'm telling me, be the one.
So I can't close before you.
Go ahead, Mr. Darius.
Okay. So, economic side of Jerry said that if there are more people producing the goods, the demand of that goods going to drop because there are more of that goods on the market. If there are less of those goods on the market, the demand going to go high. Then at the end of the day, the price going to increase. Supply and demand, the graph, they're not going to be equilibrium. The lower the price, the more the demand. The higher the price, the lower the demand. Our job, we have brought our economy in. When West Price was the day, continue to that, like an economic theory, the CDC economic theory. I don't know how to put it.
You said scarcely you open it right, you take us some.
So that the CDC economic theory, that I know they call it job, we are theory of economics. So when government wants to regulate price of any goods, any essential goods, it should be on the free market level. The free market will tell you the price ceiling and the price floor. Mm-hmm. So if we look at it that way, they're gonna say something. Like I told you people from day one, no matter how they do it, how Joseph Barker then do it, Joseph Barker not get found to produce 1 million of bag of rest on the Liberian market, it's not gonna stabilize the rest price on the market. It's gonna create blind artificial, it's gonna create blind market. And when there's blind market, you cannot regulate certain price or essential price. Because government, I don't say they don't regulate, they can regulate gasoline, food, and electricity. These are important things that government know is good for them, water, electricity, and food. These are essential things in every country that government need to control, especially like people who live on rice. They cannot live on any other food besides rice. Except I live different Liberian men from Ponga that don't live on
I
rice.
can live on different other food.
Okay, that one, if from Master, if from 2 county, you can get rest in Kasawa. So when we talk that one, it mean that we don't let the Baka government. But I'm saying the only way we gotta do all those stuff, we gotta get back to the soil. We gotta make restaurant. And as for the money they distributing, I'm telling you people, the money will land in the wrong hand. Liberian people are very corrupt. Like my brother King here, he said, you will not talk about the Far culture, you will not talk about the Loma culture, you will not talk about the one there. You should talk about the government. Who in the government? Not the same Far and Loma people in the same government. All of them are the same tribal people in the government. So when the embassy or whatsoever say the people corrupt, Liberian people are corrupt, then you are talking about the entire 16 tribe in Liberia. We are corrupt. That all of them run the government. That one person run the government. That one tribe can run government in Liberia. And that's true. We had a crew president. We had the vice president was from Bon County and Lufa County. So she controlled more tribal people. And Georgia control the Eastern tribal group. The Central Jua will control in the other side. So when you say we corrupt, that's true. Jua were heading plenty of tribal people. Georgia heading plenty of tribal people. They were corrupt. They were not lie. When they say Moira was actually sting. Was it lie? So we cannot say something. If we don't want nobody to accuse or talk to us, do you think they come out? We gotta make sure we control our own economy, not to steal the people money. We gotta make sure we clean our city, not
Thank you,
to be
Mr.
passing up and down wearing Gucci tea and other stuff. So let Liberia be serious, let government be serious. The money they're giving people, must say I get over 100 acres now. They give my own. You tell me who giving, let me go for my own.
Hector. Thank you.
Hector?
Yep.
How many hectares make 1 acre?
Yellow chef.
How many acres make 1 hectare?
Don't get me to start a Prophet Key Mava Biggie.
My man, your sister will beg you, man.
I'm not doing that Prophet Key Math tonight, please.
Okay. It was a really good show tonight, and I hope we learn one or two things from each other. The thing is, what I continue to say is not because I don't like this government. For me, I want a better Liberia. When Liberia is better, I don't want to be building other people's country. I want to go home, and agriculture is one of the things that I want to invest in. And even though I started a company already in Liberia, it's an IT company. I want to go back and go to the soil and be able to supply, people like ArcelorMittal with food in a canteen, because mining they always got to be canteens where food is, cooked for all the staff and all those things. I want to be able to supply them. I want to be supplying supermarket with potato, with onions, with different things, avocado, or maybe what we call uh, 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 different vegetables. I want to be able to do that, and to live a good a good standard of life in my own country. So that's what I want. However, I want it to be done systematically, a system in which the people will not be coerced to lower their prices, but the natural prices will determine, the market forces will determine the price, and that makes people will have choice. Let me tell you, choice is one of the most expensive things in our existence. To have a choice is very good, and I want the Liberian people to be given choices, because all that thing they're talking, rice should be $14. If you can't put our there, put our price different. Oh. Don't say put our 25 kg will be the same as butter rice 25 kg. Oh. It'll be different. So people need to know these things to be able to make this, to make the decisions, about, how what they want to consume and how they want to consume it and how much they are willing to pay to consume these things. So now a black market apparently has been established in Liberia. If you go to rice there, you carry US dollar, they say they don't want the US dollar. Go bring Liberian dollar, $2,850 for the 25 kg bag of rice. And then if they go convert it to US dollar, they get more money. You see it? Then the government stipulated. You see it? So the thing is, government needs to be, government establishes a free market system, a place where people can go and can sell their goods and get back, the monetary value from the goods. And guess what? Depending on how much you sell your goods, is the amount of people you get to buy your goods. This is free. Nobody needs to coerce anybody. But when the price, when the supply is limited, and then you want to suppress people to pay certain things, people will hold their products. They'll keep it in their houses, even though people are saying, "Oh, the government is a good government. The government is a scientific government. The government is a sophisticated government." They have all the meetings now. People are holding their rights in their warehouses. They don't want to sell it because they want to make sure that artificial shortage exists and their price will go back up again. They are doing it. And I don't know whether you carry how many people behind them to say, "No, you gotta say arrest now. You're not saying arrest, we'll shoot you." No, you can't do that. So being able to navigate these areas and make sure that people are not coerced to do something and they do it in a free market system where supply and demand will meet and then price equilibrium. We talk about supply equilibrium here. My brother David said it here. Supply equilibrium. When the supply meets the demand in the same place, that's what they call supply equilibrium. That means the more people that want it and the more it is. 10 people want bag of rent and 10 bag of rent. You see it? So, these are the things that the government should be looking at. But government being bent on just reducing prices artificially, for me, it is a short-term solution. It's not a long-term solution. And we, as the people who are the generation to lead this country into prosperity, we must be able to checkmate them to make sure that we want things to be done in a way. You Charlatan people.
You CDC charlatans and buccaneers, misquants. You guys, all those tabula rasa.
Tabula rasa. All right, man. Have a wonderful time, guys.
Thank you. Go ahead.
You guys are in real political destitution and economic paralysis and enigma.
You need double Jesus.
Man, what a great show, man. What a great show.
Is your Maya new video? Go watch it, you'll laugh.
I need to go watch it.
Tabula Razare on it.
Oh man. Oh, God. I said all the guys have reduced the whole thing to content creation. Content creator and plenty in the country. Bunch of comedians. Amy, you in the show already?
No, I'm talking your turn.
Oh, because you listen to Musa today. Musa was brave to sit on a platform to tell the Liberian people that he never owned a gas station. He said it was inscribed on the gas station, streamers sponsor gas station. I said, where streamers sponsor? It was a gas station, streamers gas station. And he said, sponsor gas. Look, I don't know how people can really.
The alternative just lie to us.
And lie. Because they already asked him, look, you are still doing, according to the law, you yourself saying you lawmaker, according to the law, you cannot import and be the same person to retail. Mm-hmm. So you must create ways so that other Liberians can have the opportunity to also sell and get something. So because that will not come on now, he said, oh, he sponsored a gas station so that other people can. He said he constructed and he gave it to a third party. Right. Where does that really make sense?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, streamer gas on 10th Street.
But he denied. He said it was sponsored. Streamer sponsor gas station.
I worked with them before. I worked with Connex that he lied.
So I don't know why people are so bitter in that country when it comes to the benefiting of Liberian people. But my Liberian people that are there, we can't overemphasize this one. This is the time that we all got to rally around. We beat on the government whenever they do something bad, but we must support an agenda of change in our country, especially when the government is doing things in the direction that will benefit everybody. Because that yellow machine they're talking about, the benefit that it will come to each county when they have those pieces of heavy equipment. It will be unmatched in the history of Liberia. We have never had that. And with the robust mechanism now, the government is already setting in place that when no machine come, the maintenance of those machine, the government are able through the Senate and other smart, innovating young people who say it will be very, very costly if we get the machine and we don't have a maintenance section to maintain the machine. And that's one of the things the president talk on. Even the fire service, when all the fire thing came, when all fire stuff came, the president meeting he was focusing on. When he reached that, when he went there to see them, he was telling them, he said, I'm not here for the camera. I'm not here for all the flashy things. I'm here to tell you that these things that the Liberian people are invested so much in, you should maintain it. That's why you are interested in the maintenance. Not for you to get polished and be packing it all around. Let us maintain it, because I know anything that's for everybody is not for nobody. So people can get stand anywhere in the street and even people on the road. I agree. Back to you.
George.
Fire truck. The fire taxi. I'm sure. Taxi. Fire taxi.
All right.
Hey, my man. Anyway, you want to call it like a business.
All right, guys. My closing here tonight, having to do with the same prices on the market. Right now, as I talk to you, or as we are talking now, the petty businessmen or petty business people, they are working hard to suck the rest of the market. How do they do it? They go to the free pool, buy a huge quantity of rice and bring it to the warehouses and keep it in stock. What has the government have to do? The government, I think, they need to control the sales of rice to business people. Even if they do it, there will be still, how they call it, a means of the petty businessmen getting more rice out of the warehouse, so they can make more profit when the rice run off the market. Again, I talk about surplus and somebody was trying to debunk my statement. Once we don't have surplus of rice in the Freeport or Monrovia, how long will this price control last? That's the question. Because right now the businessmen even waiting to buy, the petty businessmen even waiting to buy a couple of rice from the household person that buying 10 bags of rice. I mean, I can get 1 bag of rice for you. They can't keep it because they are waiting for inflation. So we all need to come together, make sure we agree with the government. You ain't got to be a solution. You ain't got to be Musability party chair and person or the UPS and whatsoever it may be. Let us work together. How? Respect the government regulation. If the rest is 10 cents for 1 cup, that'll be free. The business people, the petty business people, bring it out and sell it. At least if you buy $14 from the Freeport, coming at least 50 cents or 75 cents only, so that the country, I know, should get better. That's all my closing.
Thank you.
Please give me
Thank
1
you,
minute.
everyone, for being here tonight. Mr.
Just give me 1 minute, please.
No, we
Please.
gotta go, Mr. Derek.
No,
You're
it's urgent,
we
please.
won't close
It's
on
urgent.
you.
It's urgent.
You got 15 seconds.
1 minute.
Good. You see trouble?
For people, resources the way it's managed and the amount of
Please don't send it to me.
subsidies and all that. We'll see how the country got growth, but then we can criticize. But I'm not an economist.
So what will you do? Joe, you are speaking now.
Folks.
10,000. Why?
Question though, I don't think.
Yeah, let me do my closing. Mr. Derek, let me do my closing.
Man, you gotta take that down. That's before you didn't put in the photo on.
So we Rachel, guys, thank you all for coming to watch us. Like I agree with my brother George when he said that, to support the government. And I understand all of that concern, right? About, the how long this whole thing will last and something. But I do want to believe that, the president is not naive, or the vice president, because I'm pretty sure he came up with this stuff. He did his investigation and came up with something. He's a businessman. I'm pretty sure he know all of these tricks, people stocking up things when they and trying to wait till the prices when it, when it less in the market, then they put the prices up. And I think if I'm not mistaken, I heard the president said something about that.
He was there before, so he know that.
Yeah, so he knows these things. I'm pretty sure they have some kind of talk about it. And plus, if you start to do stuff like that and they open up the market to everybody, then what? Because I'm pretty sure that's going to be the next step. That's how happen, right? So I mean, we should also. I don't think the president will go and someone go in the market. I mean, to the store and bring that rice and with everything with it. And then they buy it $16, and then the person can tell them to sell it for $14. People, that's not what happened. They went over the prices. Like the same thing we are talking about. A few business, they did something a storage fee, 35 cents from 20 cents. Our good old Judge React came in. What is that? The people were enjoying, and we lied to them. It went up to 35 cents. Now the president the Senate came out with something, and the president agreed with it and called it damn more. Now it's back to what, 20 cents or even less? That's something a president who is thinking about the people, and all the propaganda is the moment the president came in, people are suffering. The suffering that came from the past 6 years, they try to attribute it to what the president did, a few months and 1 year into now they have settled there. They're trying to go and look at these bread and butter issues now that people were crying for and something. And now we think about it, the business people now instead of the people. We think about how much ability they're losing money. No, they're not losing money. They're getting money, but it's just not getting it on the scales that they normally got it by stealing from the people, putting all the prices on it, so they are all jittery and crying around. And these are supposed to according to that people, they're supposed to be the change, the alternative, the third lane. That after UP, after CDC, La Local CMC, and we hear all of this, and the man is lying to our faces about him owning a gas station. Guys, these are the angels that we're supposed to pick when we're talking about third person. That shows that Musa Bezos is not even in that third person lane for us to be picking, because they want to do this thing and they're going around trying to build bridges, doing all of the things from the money that they accumulated from y'all. They accumulated from y'all, using that back and making it sound like they're being stolen something because they want something for you to vote for them, but putting that so they can do worse to you. This is why some of come in and people, you haven't been in Liberia for so long, you don't know what's going on. Liberia is my country. I know how people have been robbing people in Liberia, and me too. I send money to Liberia. I got things going on in Liberia too. You don't think I feel it too, and I should be talking about it? I do. So I know these things, and there is no way I'm going to sit here and support the president trying to break a business person down. No, I will not do that. The same way how I would not sit here for a business person to rob the innocent person that they've been doing over the years, and they try to politicize it and make it look like they're doing it intentionally. Some of these politicians, they got something with these people there, and then they make them to inflate the prices just to make another government look while they're hurting the people. That's the mindset of our people, our politicians. And then we're jumping behind it. We're 2029. We're 2035. We're moving from that. The person is the best person. You don't even know what that person is doing behind the scene to make the other person there not know something. So we got to, embrace some of these things. Yeah, we have to be cautious. We have to be something about it. But until we can see it, that Mr. Davis will say, we know in the past, money has ended in the wrong hands that is supposed to be distributed, right? But today, Mr. Davis, a lot of people are getting arrested for doing the wrong things. We never seen that. The past administration, we never seen people getting arrested, people getting suspended, getting caught. All it is being done. So trust me, if this money here goes in the wrong hands, trust me, the people who are responsible for this money, they will account for it. They will account for it. They will show how and something and where it went at. So yeah, while I understand your concern because it has been happening in our country before and something like that, but we should see the trend now. We should see the differences. We should see the things that are going on now and kind of have some kind of low, positive feelings about it. I'm not saying you should not be, cautious and be pessimistic or whatever about things, but give a little something. Like someone said, don't be a prophet of doom, right? Let have a little open mind about things a little bit with this. And I think it was something. With that, I said thank you, you guys, for coming to watch our Tabata CEO going back and forth with each other. Like I said, we're not doing no journalism one-on-one here. Okay, everybody on here had that side. It get heated sometimes. Some people want to score points. Some people want to pin people because they're not speaking their languages and want to pin them as somebody being a single fan or whatever because they're not hearing what they want to hear. And I'm not here to tell anybody what they want to hear. I'm here to be objective. And in my objectivity is leaning towards the government, and you see that as me being praise singer.
Sycophant.
Okay. Single fan, praise the Lord. Call me there. But at least at the end of the day, we will all see where it leads. So
Government collaborator.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Government collaborator.
Hey, business.
Or regime collaborator.
I mean, bring it on. Bring all the names on. Just make sure
Anytime
check. That's all. Don't make my check to get the way you gave me the needs. Just make sure they send me my checks. Don't make it get huge in the mail. Doesn't send it to me.
I don't get trying to check. My job here is to call you the name. No.
I know you gave me the position. You have to go for my checks. So don't make it sit there.
That US where they bring it down to 160.
Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Lane Lacroix. Thank you. Who else? George was up here. Thank you, guys.
Tabula Rasa, he play with
artificial
appreciate you, and God's willing was to you guys.
You can come down and that $40 one day.
So why you not let me close? What kind of trouble here?
But you say if you close, you say thank you. What kind of close?
When I said close, I tell the people thank you. Why you not let me tell the people thank you?
Yeah, Thomas, we got your comment. You wanted to be, it says too expensive.